Hey, how's it going? Welcome everybody to another Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero livestream. It's been quite a long while, well not a long while. The last time that I did a Trails from Zero stream was during Christmas, I think, like pre-Christmas festivities. Definitely December. I don't know how close or far away it was from Christmas. Actually, I was talking about like my Christmas presents and stuff when I did that stream, right? And I had like a Christmas themed thumbnail and whatever. So yeah, I think it was in between Christmas and New Year's. For sure. And I wanted to get in like another, Trails from Zero stream before the New Year's. But yeah, I still have not finished the game, believe it or not. I checked my save file, and oh my god. It is actually ridiculous. I have 67 hours on this game, which honestly, I don't believe it. I really don't think that's actually true. Because I went on the internet and I searched the like how long to beat website. And so I went, how long to beat the Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero specifically. And it said it was somewhere around like 40 to 45 hours. And I was like, what? And I have 67 hours? I saw the completionist run of like, okay, if you want to be a completionist and see every single little thing and beat the game 100%, then it's around 70 hours. But I'm at 67 hours. Like, Christ almighty, like, where have I spent all of this time, right? Wouldn't I feel like I should have beaten this game by now, right? And I'm not even talking of like, me leaving the game for a while and then coming back. No, I don't mean it in that way. I mean like when I am actually playing, I should have already beaten it. But I think what happens is that I spend a lot of time talking, in the middle of a dialogue scene, and then like in the post-stream discussion, I leave the game idle and I'm here talking with the audience and stuff. And then there are times where I'm just playing the game or doing like a sound check or doing something, and I just leave the game running. So I feel like maybe like a good 10 hours of these might be just me talking throughout all of the sessions that I've done. It sounds ridiculous when I say that, but when you think about the borderline 20 long sessions that I've had with this game, and all of that time starts to like pile up, right? Didn't I have like 90 hours on Cold Steel 2 or something? Like, yeah. These are long sessions. To be fair, you do stop a lot to talk. Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of the point, right? Like, in my defense, you are here to see me play the game. If you want a speed run of this game, or if you just want the footage without me stopping the action, then go watch a long play, right? Or just go play the game yourself, right? The whole point is my commentary as I'm playing. Obviously, there's a lot of tangents because I am me, but yeah, kind of apologies for that. But at the same time, not really, because I don't really regret doing things in the way that I do, especially when it comes to RPGs where they're so long already, right? But yeah. One of my big objectives right now is to, I stop a lot too when I play. When I play in private, I fucking blast through games really fucking fast. Like, I beat Sky 1 in like 30 hours, just barely 30 hours or so. And so, but when I'm streaming something, it takes me like 80 to 90 hours because of all of the commentating and the talking and stuff. Yeah, like level 28 to level 31, like in between this save file and this one, there's a 12-hour difference. Like, it's absurd. But anyway, I definitely wanna try my best. I know I said that it's not really my objective to stream daily anymore. And it still isn't, but, I look at this game and I just really want to beat it. Right now, I'm in a race to see what gets done first, My playthroughs of Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, or the official translations that NIS America is making, which I think Trails from Zero is going to come out this year, right? And I think Azure will come out the next year, 2023, and Hajimari no Kiseki is also going to be 2023. Yeah, most of the localizations are going to be next year. I think only one game is gonna come out this year, and I think it's gonna be this one, Trails from Zero. So yeah, at the very least, finish this one, right? But I do immediately want to move on to the next game right after finishing this one. I do know that this game only has 5 chapters, so, you know. It doesn't look like a lot, right? Like, only at chapter 4, it looks like I'm not even halfway through the game, right? But no, I'm actually pretty close to the end. Continue to take your time, honestly. The streams are more enjoyable that way. Yeah, cool. And, it's mostly just you and me. So literally, you know, whatever you enjoy, that's what I'm gonna do, because nobody else comes in and watches these. I know there's a couple of people. Sometimes Grim is here, sometimes Brandon just kind of lurks, you know? But, for the most part, it's just you and me talking. So, whatever works for you, works for me too. You're the only person that I have to please around here. Also, one more thing. If I start complaining and bitching about the heat, and you know, if you've seen the thumbnail and the description and everything, I themed it after the news that I read a few days ago, that there's going to be a massive heat wave right here in my area where I live. And yesterday was really warm, and today was even hotter. I think today is like the peak, like the hottest that is gonna be, but it is going to be going down as the days go by. I think it'll still be warm for like a couple of days, but after that it's gonna go back to being pretty cold. And right now at nighttime, now that the sun is out of here, it is starting to get a little colder, but it's still warm, like uncomfortably warm. And so I said it'd just be funny if I said, man, Crossbell has got a heat wave going on. But no, in real life, I got a heat wave in my area right now. So I got my thermos that used to be full of water. Right now is at around like here. I'm almost done with it, so I might have to step out, go AFK, and get myself a refill, but... Also, pro tip to any streamer or person that makes a living out of just talking a lot. You should always have water with you. Drink lots and lots and lots of water. Right now, I adjusted my microphone so that right now I'm speaking very, very low. You know, like I'm not really like super projecting my voice and being very loud like I usually am. But I changed the compression and the limiter and the gain and everything so that me just sort of talking kind of low key is pretty. It should sound pretty clear. Because I don't feel like forcing my voice today. In fact, because of the last couple of streams that I did, like right here, like I feel like a pain in my throat, and so I actually don't want to like, you know, I don't want to tire out my voice. So right now I'm just chill radio voice, you know. So if I do sound a little chill, a little bit more smooth, it's because of that. Probably should have had water when I streamed Cold Steel 4 for 15 hours. Yeah. You should always have water. Now, of course, you're gonna want to go to the bathroom and pee a lot, but you know, that's a small price to pay. You need to stay hydrated, especially if you have a microphone and you're going to commentate over it. Absolutely, you can't not have water, which is a mistake that I make all the time. But yeah, okay, so now, after all of that, let's actually get up to speed on what we were doing. Yeah, so what happened is that the Heiaway offices got attacked, right? And so we're assuming that it was Ravash that did it, but it might not actually be that. We also had this thing with the stockbroker, or there was a manager of a trading company. Unusual level of luck. Intuition is trading. He could predict the future. Yeah, the guy that was like a gambler, right? And he was doing really, really well. But the mayor said that he was going to come, and he was going to go see the guy himself, right? Multiple mysteries at this time. Garcia's movements are chief among them. Let's go over there and investigate Ravash. Okay, so we're just directly going to go see Ravash. Return to the park. Okay. So, yeah, Heiaway got attacked, and we got to go to the CD area of the city to go and talk to Ravash to see what they got. I'm getting the feeling that they didn't do anything. They're being they're being pinned with an N. They're being framed or something. Or maybe they did have something to do with it and I just don't know yet. I didn't really talk, but I did spend the majority of the day just sitting here. Not exactly healthy. Yeah, something that I highly recommend is to get yourself like a... You see, this really depends. If you're on camera, then get yourself a standing desk. Or at least like have like a way, an easy way to move your camera so that you can stand up. You know, right now I have my microphone on like a shot thing, like a crane. You know, that thing that people use, you know, I forget what it's called, you know. It's a crane that I attach the microphone onto. And so if I have to get up, I can literally just take this thing and just lift it up. And, you know, it'll catch my voice. You know, it doesn't stay here. It's not static here. And then, gosh, I'm still trying to remember what it's called. The shot something. The shotgun mic. Not the mic. The shotgun stand. And then the camera, if you can angle it so that, you know, you're visible. Now, if you are, not on camera, and, you know, you're just like this, it's just the game with the voiceover, then it's really easy for me to just, get up, you know, and you guys won't even notice. It's really comfortable to do this, in fact. Sometimes it's, you know, actually kind of cool to just kick it old school and just have the voiceover, right? Sometimes it's not necessary to have your camera on all the time, but Twitch gurus and Twitch experts, live streaming gurus, they will tell you that having a face, you know, having a camera where people can see you, people connect with that a little bit more. Let me know if the voice is a little too loud. I did bring down the volume to fit the stream and stuff, but it might be a little too loud. Yeah. This will be nice. I have the Japanese voices for this game, so if the Japanese viewers are here, konbanwa. Hopefully you enjoy the Japanese seiyus right here with what is this game called in Japanese? Eiyouen Densetsu Zero no Kiseki. So yeah, we're gonna be playing that. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu, and hopefully you enjoy yourselves. You think it's good? Alright, cool. I did do a little sound check ahead of time, so if the sound is still a little wonky boom boom, you can just let me know and I can just go and turn it down. I need to add the voices myself. Yeah, it's really easy to add the voices. Finding the voices is the hard part. I think there's like a GitHub page out there that I think like gives it to you. It's one of those, like, it's kind of like when you're downloading ROMs off of the internet. It's really hush hush. People can't really tell you how to get them, but if you Google it, and there's a particular set of YouTube videos where like that show like a demo, like a demonstration of the voices working. And in the description of those videos, you should see a link where you can download those voices, you know? There's no real official way to get it. So yeah, you know, I did a lot of digging, I did a lot of Googling, a lot of looking up stuff on YouTube, so yeah. And there's also like a GitHub thing where, like, you know, obviously it's the mod, right? You know, for the voices and stuff, but I think there's also a couple links that actually provide the voices. Yeah, that they'll attack back. Garcias. Oh, here she is. Here she? Best girl Garcia. Here he is. Garcia, oh my. Oh god, is the dude pissed that we were able to escape him after the auction? We did a little bank heist over there. He conceal his presence. Which, yeah, should be pretty surprising considering how big he is. Is he a shinobi? Look at him. Mr. Buttchin himself. Well, we are cops. I won't make any excuses for ruining your criminal activity. I might bring the voices down just a tiny bit because it's it's borderline peaking in OBS where I'm looking at it. But yeah, if you use our deal as an excuse to come waltzing into our territory, I'm gonna beat the ever-loving hell out of you. I think you've already tried that and failed, right? No, or at least Randy tried. Old-son. You're here to ask me about my butt chin, aren't you? Don't ask me how I became this beautiful. I will not reveal my beauty secrets to anybody. It's only between me and Jeffree Star. We're nice enough to let him pass at least. Oh, there's a dramatic little camera angle here. Who would be as stupid as to do that? And that's kind of how you would know that, you know, Ravash didn't attack KOA or something. Minimizing casualties, okay. I didn't think you'd ever factor that in. Son of... Okay, yeah, I was wondering who he was talking to. Son of the War God. Yeah, because Randy comes... He has a Jaeger background, right? Alright. What was that? He like wheezed for like... You're a strange, stupid little kid. Not coming here unprepared. Okay, but haven't we walked in here like 4 times already? Oh, Shinuzo, we're gonna die? Okay. Sure, walk away. Turn your back against us. Show your butt chin in the opposite direction. He had so much paperwork. It's tax day today. He had to do his taxes and it was such a pain in the butt. The usual bite to it. Let me guess what this is. This is Grace, the April O'Neil of this game, the journalist, the yellow, yeah, newspaper lady. Grace-san. Grace-san. What's up? Yeah, I don't know if to like you or to be annoyed by you. I don't know. I've always been in between liking you and not liking you because you're that stereotypical, like a nosy, snooping around kind of journalist with an attitude, right? Like again, like April O'Neil, right? Somebody that, you know, the boss always tells her, no, don't do this or whatever. You're supposed to be making the fluff pieces about puppies. And then it's like, no, I have a yellow jacket, which means I have to go and get the big story. And they get in trouble, but they end up, you know, getting what they want at the end. I don't know. I feel like I have seen like 20 other, you know, quirky journalist ladies with yellow outfits in many other places before, and so I just can't help but be annoyed by her because all of those have always been annoying. I've never really been a big fan of April O'Neil either. But on the other hand, she does legitimately help, right? Obviously, she has ulterior motives, right? But like, you know, she helps out. It's fine. She just kind of... Her presence just kind of bites. You know, she just grates on me because she just reminds me of other character types that just annoy the fuck out of me. Even though she's like not the best example of that, right? She's like a good example of that stereotype. Give and take. Yeah. Oh, so we're gonna go to the jazz bar. We can't just talk now? Which is right next door to where we're at right now. Yeah, if you want to talk, just take 10 steps to the left, and then we'll talk. I mean, we don't have any other leads. I'm sweating. Oh my god, I just felt like a bead of sweat just like run down my back. If I was a sexy hot lady, that would turn somebody on, but I'm a horrible, smelly, sweaty ass dude, so it's just gross. I'm gonna ruin my PlayStation shirt. my precious gamer PlayStation shirt. My greatest possession. Leaking anything to her? We don't want to leak what Xenoblade 3 is going to be about. Listen, I think I am gonna bring down the voices just a little bit. So the sound right now is at 20%. I think, yeah, having everything at 20% is just fine. Yeah, because it was the voices were coming in a little bit too strong. I guess I should just keep everything sort of balanced out around the same level. Okay, what's up? Barker Bishi. Oh, that's a wrestler name if I ever heard of one. Or like, it sounds like a Pokemon name. Barker Bishi wants to battle. That rough-looking gentleman was one of them head honchos at Ravash, yeah? You guys up to no good? You're gonna have trouble escaping if you can catch his attention or whatever. We did escape with him once. Escape from him. Alright, Garante. Sounds like a Dragon Quest, like a Japanese Dragon Quest spell. Sounds like Megante. Garante. A raid on their office? Seriously? That can completely out of left field. Given nothing stand, I sure hope it doesn't explode into an all-out war. What do you sell? Just sell booze? Shiny blue. Passionate cocktail with a contrasting chill appearance. I mean, why not, right? I feel like I saw the word cocktail and I feel like, yeah, we've already consumed that before, right? So we have the recipe for it. Stupid old man, stop trying to feel me up. Oh god. Those are bad dreams to have. That's how you know that you're in a bad city. Why does Erebonia and the other country? Why are all of these countries fighting over the city again? It's full of crime and drugs and shady people. Maybe that's exactly why people want it, right? Like Erebonia wants it, and freaking Calvor wants it. I think Remiferia was also fighting for it at some point. And I think they all want all that drug money, right? They know there's organized crime, there's human trafficking and weapons trafficking, all of this underground stuff happening. Maybe in the Geofront or something. Just a lot of mafia shit. And so maybe they want to conquer that territory, put their army in there, and maybe they'll get a cut of that pie too, right? Because we know there's a lot of corruption, just like in any RPG that has political intrigue, there's gonna be corruption. Yeah. Look who's finally arrived. I only waited like 2 minutes. Okay, now it's too low. So I had it on 40% before. Now I brought it down to 20. So I think it'll be a nice in between to put it at 30. I do want the voice to be just a little bit louder than the music. Yeah, you see now the BGM is like way louder. Now I'm having trouble kind of hearing the voices. Chow Showery with all sorts of delightful details. Yeah. Yeah, naze. How? Old Duddles barge in. So she was gonna go and do her own version of asking him questions. Man, there's a conga line of people asking Chow questions. But I guess both parties beat her to the punch. We beat her, and then Dudley came before us. Boys are low to me too. Yeah, I'm gonna bump it up. 40% is too loud, but 20% is too low, so I'll just keep it at 30. The classic scowl on his face. There was something obviously going on. Deceptively sharp? I don't know if I'd say that, but yeah. Yeah, we're police officers. We protect and serve by living in secrecy constantly every time anything happens. Silly goose. A bit of give and take, yeah, so we give her info, she gives us info. Typical spy movie shit. Typical detective stuff. Aren't you dying for some details on Garcia Rossi? Oh, you're gonna give us his Facebook? His secret Facebook, his secret OnlyFans? I'm trying really, really hard not to sniffle during this stream. Have you noticed that I haven't sniffled a single time? It's been really quiet. I'm as quiet as a rapper that just got a diss track made about him. To put the chair in time, I'd have some news about the so-called auction. The wrath of the speaker. Yeah, you're getting into the annoying territory again. Okay. Yeah. And if you don't listen, we're just going to look really... We're gonna stare at you really angrily, but that'll kind of be it. Oh boy. Naruhodo. I picked the perfect time to bring down the voice volume, huh? On the longest fucking cutscene ever. And I wish I could just pause the game now and change the settings, but I don't think I can. Just sorta happened, bruh. But isn't that how most of them happen? Yeah. Yeah, why would you do an attack on a place that has so many big landmarks, right? Destroying Crossbell's reputation as Amuria's trade capital. Ah, okay, yeah, so that's why. That's why all the other countries want it, because they want to claim ownership of the trade capital. Pointo. Might make the info I got my meds on not necessarily false. Yeah, Grace-san, what do you got? Yeah, show me the OnlyFans link. This fiasco originated from inside the mafia. Control over his goons has been lacking, so like it might have actually been Ravash, but like not technically, not like on purpose. It's like a bunch of like lackeys rebelling. Or maybe there's somebody, you know, even more powerful than him that's like calling the shots now. And Garcia just feels bad that like, oh, I'm not like the cool boss anymore, you know? Like I'm just being downplayed here. Someone else is taking my job. Having a hard time buying it? Yeah, with his butt chin, who could defeat him? Other people trying to like, okay, yeah, overthrow the higher dudes. Okay, the voice line was so short, but I gotta read the whole thing. If clout, it's so weird to hear the word clout in a non-like meme kind of scenario. If clout inside Ravage is what those rookies were after, then what would explain them stepping out of line and getting busted? Maybe not junior members, but gosh, what could it be? there might be some other like bigger, stronger motherfucker pretending to be like a small dude, right? I don't know. Nah, maybe like a secret team led by some bigwig that's ordering them to do it. Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. But isn't that how most mafias work, though? It's just people betraying each other constantly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The Don, right? Like the big boss of the whole thing. Like he's probably like doing something behind Garcia's back, right? The buttering up. Less than pleased at Michelin, yeah. And Speaker Hartman, isn't he like another like super big politician man that's secretly a bad boy? If Cross fell into his fold, he invited Dream, he invited Face Clan, he invited everybody from the Hype House, you know, they're really pulling out all of the stops here. Didn't you hear what I said? They're inviting PewDiePie, they're inviting Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. They got a Uber Hack Sornova in here. They got the Diamond Minecart, the Dan TDM. They got the Oxcast in here. The Republican faction diet members, exactly. They also got KSI. They got iDubbbz. They got Moist Critical. They got everybody. All of the influencers. Suppress Heiwei's political influence in Crossbell. Interesting. I don't understand why people say that politics in games is not like good. You know, that it holds games back, or that they're like shitty, or that they're a bad part of the industry. I disagree, because then I play games like these and I think, gosh, this is really cool, right? This is just like world building, and it's like just a really thought out story. And I find that the problem is not necessarily politics in video games, because when you think about, if you take the concept very literally, you know, you think, okay, political themes inside video games, then that's most video games, right? I mean, you could be a smartass and say that, well, Mario is political because there's a princess, which means there's a monarchy, and you know, you can get into like tiny little details and stuff and be just a dick about it. But when I mean games like The Witcher, and you know, anything that's based off of the Lord of the Rings, anything based off of Game of Thrones, like the Game of Thrones Telltale game and stuff like that, there's a lot of like legitimately, you know, really politically themed games, right? And those are super interesting and really, really cool. But whenever people say that politics in games are terrible and bad, what do they usually offer as an example, right? In my personal experience, it's usually like, look at this person on Twitter that's like crying about, you know, like a certain character not being gay or something like that, right? Or like this person is not being represented, or this is sexist, and this promotes Nazis, right? And they're playing what, like Wolfenstein or something. Like when people make a big deal, when they make a mountain out of a molehill, and they get really preachy, and then the person that's sort of leading the conversation about political themes, they tend to be like a very unpleasant and very unlikable person that kind of antagonizes others for not believing the same thing that they do. And so that's when I started to notice, right? When they see like those people that are just so unpleasant to be around, and then that's what creates the whole conversation. That's when other personalities are like, oh, politics in games just sucks, right? Well, it's not politics in games. It's like politics in the games community, right? It's like the people that are not well equipped to talk about it, that are not mature enough to talk about it, people that like, you know, just go in there wanting a fight instead of actually wanting to have a discussion about stuff, right? Because if you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty, there's politics in games everywhere, right? Just like how there's a lot of politics in movies and books and stuff, and that's not inherently a bad thing, right? But when people get really preachy and kind of like, you know, self-absorbed about it, and topical, right? When they get really topical with current issues and stuff, people just want to stay away from it, right? Because that's not really what people play games for, right? Because even if you do play games because of politics, it's usually for stuff like this, right? When it's kind of like made up and in universe and, you know, for world building and stuff, and not necessarily, I'm gonna play a game called Punch Donald Trump Simulator or something like that, right? Like, people don't really go into it for that. They go into, like, to really get into a story, right? And when people like a story, whether it's political or not, they don't say, man, the politics are great. They say, this game just has a good story, right? Or it's very well written, or there's a lot of world building, right? Or it's really detailed. People will say that, but they will never say the P word, right? That it's political. Because right now, it gets associated with, you know, people with pink hair crying about sexism all the time, right? Where, you know, obviously talking about sexism is important, and representation and all that stuff. Those are all important, cool topics that you can get deep into, right? But nobody ever has a discussion, really. It's just like people on Twitter tagging each other and like quote tweeting each other and just like doing like 130 characters of a diss track in a rap, you know? It's just people insulting each other and just being dicks and being very unpleasant with each other. And so that just paints a bad picture about the topic that could be discussed, right? And so people just stay away from that, because talking about politics means talking to, you know, all of the people that have been crapped on before for just, you know, just being dickheads instead of actually talking about the thing in a serious manner, right? So yeah, you know, when I look at this kind of thing, I think, yeah, man, like, this is cool, right? It's just another avenue, another way of telling a story, another way to show games as an art form, right? That communicates many different things like this, right? And it doesn't have to be preachy and talking about the political problems of today. You know, it can be its own thing. And if you can draw any parallels to it, then you can do that of your own volition, right? So, you know, something that allows itself to be interpreted, and to be, you know, I just think is cool, you know? I think politics in games are not inherently bad. I think it's mostly people around the community of those games that don't have the maturity or the emotional intelligence to talk about it properly. I think that's more of a problem than anything political ever being in a video game, right? Anyway, rant over. That's another 3 hours in my gameplay time that I'm adding. But yeah, I just needed to say that, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of this stream just sort of quietly playing the game. That moron of a commander. Lamau is right. Since the commander is in Marconi's pocket, he's using him to win back the speaker's favor, yeah. There we go, we're useful for something. A fruitful little info swap. Alright, cool. Just don't write about this in the newspaper, or we'll kill ya. Yeah, well, you always show up when we need you. How do you explain this? Lloyd breaks out like a revolver, you know, and it has like a blue dog footprint. She's like, Blue was here and he killed somebody. I found a clue, and I need to take the pieces together. How much you want to bet that somewhere on the internet there's already like an adult parody of Blue's Clues? Like, there's some murder mystery, black and white film noir, and there's like Detective Steve trying to like find out who killed, you know, Mr. Salt, you know, and Miss Pepper's like crying, you know, and all that stuff. Typical, like, hey, kid-friendly thing is violent and for adults, wow, you know? But it's gonna be like a gun, or like, where can I find a clue? And it's like, you know, the big blue-ass fingerprint is like, no way. And that would be funny, you know, like in the heat of the moment, but now that I think about it, it's like kind of making a joke about Mario eating mushrooms and getting high, right? It's like, yeah, okay, that's really obvious, right? It's funny on paper, but hey. Thank you for all the 2 viewers that are watching me right now. Care to elaborate? I'm telling you, Blue had a revolver with a blue finger footprint. You know, it's pretty obvious. You don't see Magenta making the same mistakes. Yeah. Characteristic of the darkness that lies in the city. Yeah, sure, because you're thinking about that. If it's on theme, if it's on brand with what they do. Yeah, they're too wild. You know, they're too just like, let's get in there and shoot them. It's very GTA San Andreas, right? Would Ravash really just do drive-bys like that? Probably not. Naruhodo. I'm inclined to agree. It makes me angry to see them shot up. It makes me mecha mecha okoteru. System created to take advantage of the mirror reserve known as Crossbell. Oh, okay.
何かそのあたりを狂わせるような俺たちの知らない要素がある。
Isn't there going to be I was on Gamatsu the other day and I saw that there was a company that was making an anime for Cold Steel, right? There's gonna be a Cold Steel anime, but I think they delayed it for 2020. I could have sworn that they said that it got pushed back to 2023 or something. They were having problems, and so the production got pushed back, but I forget. Ooh, there's going to be a Princess Connect a festival, a little live stream. Alright, cool. Well, I'm not here to look at Princess Connect. Gosh, that might be like an old... Yeah, and after the Nintendo Direct, there's like 50 articles here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just maybe type it up. Old Steel. Let's look it up. Oh, there we go. I snuffled once. Fuck. I broke the winning streak. There we go. Okay. Here it is. The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, Northern War anime, produced by Tatsunoko Productions, delayed to early 2023. Oof. No longer set to premiere in 2022. Alright, I'm looking at the pictures here, and I'm just seeing, like, Cold Steel 2, 3, and 4. I'm not seeing, like, Cold Steel 1 stuff. But I don't know. This might just be placeholder pictures. The anime project will be titled The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, Northern War. What a fucking mouthful. Produced by Tatsunoko, Falcom announced. It has also been delayed from its previous... It's set in North Ambria, which is located in the northwestern part of the Zemurian continent, and depicts the story of the Trail series from the perspective of an original heroine named Lavi. Wait, so it's not... So, like... It's not gonna be, like, an adaptation of the game story? I just saw the title and I just figured it would just be the games, right? Like Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, and 4, but, like, in anime form? But no, it seems like it's an original story. It's Northumbria. Well, the title should be a dead giveaway, right? It says Northern War, right? Yeah, the story of the Trail series. It doesn't even specify, like, Cold Steel in the description, but the title says Cold Steel. So it might just be the story of Cold Steel, but told from a different perspective, from an original character. So that might fuck up the canon if you know, this new character is, like, interacting with, like, Rin and the gang and everybody. The global animation project is directed by Hidekazu Sato, whose previous work includes Aquarian Logos and Last Hope. I've never heard of them. I've never heard of those. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Brand new character, brand new story, in a different territory and everything. That's... wow, that's crazy. I wonder at what point in time are they going to start it. I doubt they're going to cover all 4 games. I think it's going to be like, you know, Cold Steel 3 forward or something, right? Because, yeah, the war doesn't necessarily start until the beginning of Cold Steel 2, right? Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, Rin and Elisa, like, all of the characters are gonna be in it, right? But I just wonder how much, you know, if they're gonna have, like, a brand new protagonist and everything, right? I feel like that's just gonna be its own little separate timeline. Unless they do something where, like, you know how like in Cold Steel 2 everybody's just separated and Reen has to go find everybody? Maybe they can find a way where, like, okay, in between the time of, like, you know, where Reen, you know, is traveling and finds everybody, like a little bit before that, this new protagonist like meets up with them and, like, you know, and they do something. Probably just covering the Northern War, which is set between 2 and 3. I see. And knowing Falcom, it'll probably be canon, you know? It'll probably be a totally canon thing that will add to the story. Some little in-between thing, like a Star Wars Rogue One kind of thing. I gotta say, winning an Apex Legends match when you're the last man standing of your squad feels pretty good. Yeah, well, winning at a video game usually feels pretty good. Unnatural amounts of strength. Oh, that's the Trails in the Sky vibes going on there. These people are not supposed to be super powerful, but they are super powerful. This mayor used to be such a nice guy. Now he's evil all of a sudden. Why? Ooh, probably the dark purple flurp energy that is like possessing them. So Haseo, now that you know, you're far enough into the story of Cold Steel 4 to know that, you know, the darkness is responsible for a lot of the bad stuff that happens around here. How do you interpret all of this stuff, you know? Whenever there's a bad guy in The Legend of Heroes, it's like, okay, is he just legitimately a bad guy, or is it like that dark evil spirit dude, the evil god just possessing people? The curse. Whatever. A sharp kid, ain't ya? If you get canned to be a journalist, no thank you. The Pulitzer Prize together? No, with you. Definitely not the curse? Yeah, I know. I'm just joshing ya. No thank you, I don't want to work with you. I'd rather be with Ellie and T.O. Make me worry more than I have to. There's something else at play here. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, even without the big evil god or whatever, you know, obviously, there's always going to be crime and there's always going to be bad people doing stuff, right? But like, it's just funny when I played a Cold Steel 4 and they revealed this big, I forgot his name, but like, you know, the big evil villain, Ishmelga or something like that. I was like, ah. Really? Like, that's how you're going to explain away every single bad guy that we fought now? Just, oh, the darkness made them do the bad thing. It's like, ugh, give me a break. What's the Pulitzer Prize? Oh, come on. How do you not know? Yeah, it's the Oscars for journalists. Except that, you know, in the Oscars, people show up and, you know, they wear nice dresses and stuff like that. But for journalism, quite possibly the most important job in the world, more important than making a goddamn movie, no one cares about that. People always get these kinds of rewards and nobody really knows that they get it until, like, that journalist, like, dies or something, and then somebody, like, in their, you know, in their bio, they, like, summarize everything that they've done, and they're like, what? This guy got 10 awards and nobody knew about it? Yeah, home of the ranch. What's your beef? Vixen. Oh, yeah. The guy doesn't want to leave. Yeah, I think it has to be a problem with Gantz. He says he's flossing and that he shouldn't be disturbed, but he doesn't have any, like, dental floss or anything, and he just finished brushing his teeth. It was really odd. He's just dancing a strange dance. I just don't... Strangely. He's doing what he calls a Fortnite dance. I'm really scared. Please stop him. Somebody needs to come here and kill him. Over a poker game. What a baby. I mean, we are cops, so yeah.
了解しました。
Yes, sure. We will bring over your Papa John's as fast as possible, sir.
カジノハウスですね。近くにいるのですぐに行きます。
ああ、よろしく頼むよ。
Yep, Tanomu.
マインツの町長さん
Yep.
カジノがどうとか言ってたみてえだが。
が、例のガンツさんが客同士の勝負で暴力的なことに巻き込まれそうな感じらしい。
He's poking people's eyes out with poker cards. What?
相手の逆恨みでも買ったんでしょうか
Maybe somebody provoked him.
あの態度でバカ好きならいかにもありそうだな。
Yeah.
それは急いで様子を見に行かないとね
Now we? Oh, I'm sure you're gonna walk in there and start taking pictures and shit. That'll be a new story for you.
それじゃカジノにレッツゴ
Oh, let's go. Oh, great. You're having so much fun.
ーどうしたの
You're not a part of the team, Grace. Sorry to say.
いえその
Oh god, this is like when you have like the fat kid in your little group of friends when like, yeah, let's go all watch a movie. You know, let's all go do something cool. And then the uncool kid, which was usually me, I'd be like, yeah, let's go. And then they're like, the seats for the roller coaster only allow 3 people and there's 4 of us, so sorry. You know, that kind of bullshit. I remember one time on Facebook, there was a girl in my class from high school. And then she was like, she posted on Facebook. At the time, everybody used Facebook. And she was like, I'm bored. Somebody come to my house and let's hang out. And she just left it like that, right? It was completely gender neutral. I should have been smart enough to realize, okay, he probably just, she probably just wants a bunch of girls to like come over to her place, right? And but I, me being stupid and just wanting to be nice, I typed up, is like, oh, you can give me your address and I can go and hang out with you. I don't have anything going on. And then like she responded and saying like with like emojis and everything. I kind of was like, expecting like girls to come over to my place or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, is a thing of like, I don't want to be mean, but I don't want to hang out with you kind of thing. I mean, in that, situation, it made sense, right? Especially in high school, guys hang out with the guys, the girls hang out with the girls. And especially at that age, if you see like a man and a woman in the same room together, just sharing oxygen, people are already like hooting and hollering and going, woo! Oh, you like each other? Oh, when is the wedding? Oh, and people start like, making fun of you and saying that you're in a relationship and bullshit like that, which ironically is what ends up ruining relationships, where like you stay away from each other because you don't want to get fucking teased and shit. So, if there was something there, now there isn't. So yeah, thanks everybody. But yeah, it'd be like that. Some people are just really shitty and they say, no, go away, nerd. Spit on your knee, literally. But most people are just like, the car only fits a certain amount of people and you're one too many, so fuck off and don't hang out with us, right? That's basically what it means.
言っても無駄だろうから気にせずに行こう。
Yeah, but Grace is Grace and she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go anyway. Is she gonna be following us around in her little conga line? She is! Look at that. We have our little running animation, but they didn't animate a running animation for Grace at all, so she just has the walking animation and it looks really awkward. Man, I wish this was like Dragon Quest and we had like party chat and stuff and we could talk to her while, we were doing stuff. Okay, so we gotta go to the casino, right? The district feels like it's been caught up in a sticky situation. Some fish is in the air. The cops are about to raid someone. Fears should get the hell out of here. Yeah, look at that. He's walking away. He is getting out of here. Some guy had an insane stroke of luck at the casino. Now he... They say he's surrounded by riches and bitches. Oh my god. I'm pretty damn jealous of him. Can't believe the level of success he has. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be the name of his book. Riches and Bitches. The Gantz story. Party chat is the only thing these games are missing. Yeah, I mean, there's already an enormous amount of... There's already an enormous amount of dialogue in these games, right? And so to be able to ask for more dialogue... I don't know. That may be biting the hand that feeds me, but, hey. It's really cool in the DS Dragon Quest games, in 4, 5, and 6 specifically, and I guess Dragon Quest 7 too. You can just press one button, and like, people just start commenting and talking. Literally with every NPC that you talk with, if immediately after that you press a button, they have something to say. And it's awesome. I love it. If you never use party chat, you'll think that the game is like boring and that the characters don't have any personalities and that there's nothing to it and stuff. But if you do use party chat at literally every single opportunity that you can, then like the characters are much more fleshed out and so much more interesting and stuff. Because, you know, everybody's got something to say. And, you know, the newer Dragon Quest games technically have that, but it's kind of truncated. You know, you press a button and you can see everybody like on a line and you can select them and talk to them. But it's usually more of a, like a reminder of where you're supposed to go. You know, if you just walk into a new location, it's always like, man, we should probably go talk to this person right now. And then that's it, right? You can't have a conversation with an NPC and then they respond in some cool way. They don't. Every time it's just, oh, you know, we should go talk to that. We should follow our next objective. And that's literally it. There's nothing else. And then like the story moves forward and is like, oh, now we have to do this other thing in the story, right? Like they don't, you know, I feel like they have less personality because they don't comment on everything like how they do in the other games, right? Oh, Pinocchio! I forgot to change the voice volume again. Now I'm stuck in another cutscene. Shame that the DS version of 4 doesn't have it, and that's why you should buy it on your iPhone or on your Android. Get it on mobile, because that version does have party chat. Or, you can do what I did, as well, on top of buying the iOS version. I went over to the internet and I found like a ROM hack for the DS version of Dragon Quest 4 that does include the party chat. So, you know, you can mod it in if you really want to play the DS version. I would just recommend you get it on phones because it looks better, runs better, sounds better, and it has party chat already baked in.
それでガンさんと相手のお客さんは
He's playing Smash Brothers and he keeps bodying everybody. He won't stop. A private match, you say? Gantz will turn into a big black ball like in the anime. Gantz is that one shot? Oh my god, is this motherfucker? Why? How did I not expect this guy? I even forgot his name, but I hate this guy. Oh great, but the other dude is gonna fucking win because the dude just exists to fuck people over. Yeah, Lecter, motherfucking Lecter. I hate Lecter so much. まさか最後の大勝負でそんな出てくるとはな I have it on mobile. I just have like no space, sadly. Planning to get a new phone eventually. It's kind of having problems. Anyway, yeah. You eventually gotta upgrade. That's why I keep saying that I want a like a new iPod Touch or like a new iPad or something because I have so many games on iOS, so many tools and like music apps and stuff like that, but like I'm running all of it on an iPhone 7 and it runs everything fine, but I always get worried when I play any video game for like 2 minutes and my iPhone 7 starts to warm up and get really, really hot. And so, I think, yeah, it runs everything nice, but like, you know, I fear that eventually my phone is just gonna explode, so I think I just need something more advanced, just, you know, to kind of future-proof it. If a phone that old still runs like current stuff well, then I can just buy something new now and that'll be like my device, my little portable game console for like, you know, gosh, God knows how many years, right? Until the battery dies.
これが俺様の実力なんだよ
Alright, but let's see how Lecter just, like, you know, screws this guy totally over.
せこい手で何度も引き分けに持ち込みやがったが、これで蹴りをつけてやる。とっとと手をさらして王子をしろや。
Yeah, this is another kind of character that I hate. Where like their entire character definition is just I'm better than you, right? The one guy that's just like fucking perfect at everything and knows everything and yeah, I don't know.
あ？何言ってんだ？負けたなんて。
賢いてんじゃねえ。俺の手に勝てるとしたらロイヤルストレートフラッシュしか残ってねえんだぞ。
ロイヤルストレートフラッシュ。
そんなもんがそうそう出るはずが。
Oh, but he does. That's where you're wrong, pal. Oh boy. Of course.
5オブアカインド。しかもエースの5カードですか。いやはや、まさかこの場面でお目にかかれるとは。
ロイヤルストレートフラッシュを上回るかはルール次第だが、どっちにしてもストレートフラッシュよりは上なのは間違いないだろう。
Of course, Mr. Perfect just like, you know, does this guy in.
ふざけんな、イカサマだ。
Of course. You lose, so they cheat. There you go, so you've lost your entire fortune and all the riches and bitches go to him now.
おいオーナー、てめえグルしやがってな。
Oh, of course.
とんでもない。エイドスに誓ってありませんとも。
I swear I checked the GameCube and everything. We did a button check, there's no mods and everything. The Smash Melee battle is totally legit. Please, Dream is not here. He's, you know, that this speedrun was done fair and square. These are the statistics for the Ender Pearls. Please.
それと私が見る限り、レクター様がイカ様を使っていた形跡もありませんでした。
うるせえ、そんなのが信じられるか。
This is the fucking association of speedrunning or whatever the fuck trying to like, you know, just trying to figure out how Dream is cheating in Minecraft.
俺は最高の月と勘を手に入れたんだ。
Actually, no, this is the opposite. Gantz right now is Dream trying to convince people that he's not cheating. He's like, no, the speedrun is perfect. I did it. It was just luck. I just got really lucky. A few months later, hey guys, so yeah, I did cheat actually. Fucking idiot.
こんなふざけた野郎に負けるはずがないだろうが。
お客様。
Okakama, please don't force choke me.
おいおい落ち着けよ。ま、勝負は時の運。あんたの運もここまでだったってことさ。
Yeah, your luck ran out, buddy. You're like Baccarat from the One Piece Gold movie. Ran out of luck. Bah! In the world of 2D sprites, that was a violent confrontation right there.
ありえねえ。俺が負けるはずねえんだ。あれを使って俺がギャンブルで負けるはずが。
After using that stuff, what stuff, huh? The stuff? By the way, all of this is happening without us, like, hearing this at all. You know, we should have walked in here a long time ago. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. Kansu! Oh, my child that I named after my favorite manga.
いけない。
負けるはずがねえんだよ。
I'm gonna go Super Saiyan, this guy.
うわあ、離せ、離しやがれ。
And I can't really take the scene seriously with this like little rock and roll music. Dun 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 dun.
落ち着いてください。
This little like Final Fantasy VII bar kind of song.
なんだこの力は。
ガンツ、どうか落ち着きなさい。
Madness.
あんたらが。
No, I'm not your pal, friend, and I'm not your friend, buddy, and I'm not your buddy, chum, and I'm not your chum, bud, and I'm not your bud, bro, and I'm not your bro, compadre, and I'm not your compadre, amigo.
どうよ、元気。
Have some dignity. How's that hanging? Yeah, screw yourself. We're working. We're busy.
のんきに挨拶されても相変わらずいろいろと怪しすぎです。
Unfathomable.
へえ、面白い子ね。あ なたたちの知り合いなの？
The class clown. Oh, now would be a good time for you to start taking pictures. An acquaintance of yours? No.
知り合いっつうほど知ってるわけじゃねえが。
Never. I don't associate me with this man.
ってストレートフラッシュと5カードだと？
Great, now he's gonna be impressed.
おいおいおい、なんつう勝負してんだよ。
They just had the most epic Yu-Gi-Oh match ever.
いやー危なかったぜ。負けたら身ぐるみ剥がされる寸前だったんだけどよ。
よくわからないけど。
Yeah, but now I'm happy to see that guy is somebody that's not me lose everything.
なんとか障害沙汰だけは回避できたみたいですね。
Yeah. He didn't have a gun or anything as much as far as we know.
話せ、話しやがれ。
My riches, my bitches, my Minecraft speedrun ruined. What am I to do?
俺は絶対に負けるはずがないんだ。
This Smash Brothers melee match this little tournament that I'm playing in someone's bathroom, this was supposed to be the highlight of my career. I was supposed to be better than Zero, better than Nairo, better than everybody. Nay, it wasn't meant to be. After further protests and shouting, Gantz became overwhelmingly exhausted and passed out. Wow. Literally, the baby tactic of like, just let the kid cry and they'll just, they'll tire themselves out and they'll shut up. Due to his condition, the special support section decided to carry him to his hotel room, maybe put him in a cage made of steel or some shit. Just so stupid. He literally just yelled himself into exhaustion. Nobody just liked him. Yeah. He ran all of his nen. He used all of his nen out in screaming.
しかしまあとんでもない暴れっぷりだったよな。まさか俺とロイドの二人がかりで取り押さえる羽目になるとは思わなかったぜ。
ああ、正直ものすごい力だった。
Yeah, sugoi chikara. An amazing power. It would have been funny if you started like shooting key blasts and stuff. Be like Nappa, like open his mouth and a big laser comes out. Yeah, how are you gonna spin this story, Grace? Yeah, I mean the guy did mention that stuff, What kind of stuff we're talking about? I don't see why this is such a wild thing to figure out. What is the basis for that? What a wild thing for Grace to say. I mean, obviously within the context of my world that I'm living in. Some guy using drugs, sadly, not very shocking. Especially when you live on the internet, right? Where like 99% of the jokes that people make are like, oh, what is he on drugs? And that was really funny. Back during the Flash days of Newgrounds in 2005, 2006. But in 2022, yeah, almost 20 years later, people still make those jokes, and people still think they're funny. And so I'm just desensitized towards it. But I guess in the world of the Legend of Heroes, using drugs is a big no-no. And in Japanese culture, if you get caught smoking marijuana, you're more than fucked. You're hyper fucked. Paul McCartney got caught with marijuana in Japan a long time ago, and that was like a big scandal. And here in California, people will like just smoke fucking bags and bags and bags of weed, and nobody cares anymore. Freaking Seth Rogen defines his entire career by just being the guy that smokes the weed, and no one cares. Yeah, Lloyd and Tio agree. The two smart ones. Yeah, I don't want to say. I haven't found out my sources yet, but hey. I gotta cite my sources on that. Those preposterous drugs? What even are those? And there isn't a single miner in the world that has ever done drugs. Yeah, he never came back.
そこにつけ込まれた可能性はないとは言い切れないのでは?
Yeah, and who's to say that there isn't some like big like drug trafficking in the city?
いい加減にしたまえ。
I won't stand for the slander. We're just, you know, trying to figure out what's wrong with your friend, pal.
君はクロスベルタイムズの記者という話だったな。
Oh god, don't threaten.
憶測で記事を書いたりしたら厳重に抗議させてもらうぞ。
I will lead Mainz and its people in protest. Oh, okay, calm your titties, Grandpa. Come on.
別に記事にするつもりはないんですが。
Well, at least not until you get the facts straight, right? Until it can actually turn into a story.
ビクセン長女。
Oh.
念のため、ガンさんの私物を確かめても構いませんか?
At this point, I don't really care if we have his consent or not. That this is serious. We gotta get to the bottom of this.
ロイド君、君まで。
Lloyd-kun. Yes, Lloyd-kun. Yes, me.
決めつけるつもりはありませんが、いろいろと符合することも多いんです。
Too many coincidences. God, the music is way too loud and I can't hear the voices at all. Yeah, man, we're cops. This is our job. We're supposed to get to the bottom of this.
あの暴れ方、凄まじい力、
The change in personality.
変わってしまったせい。
Yeah, Gans is not this like sacred fucking holy man. Come on, we can fuck around with the stuff, you know? If you want him to be better, we need to figure out what's wrong with him.
過去、いくつかあった薬物事件と
Eerily similar
見られるんです。
to past cases and maybe past games too.
それに比べ物にならないくらいギャンブル
Gambling skills. I mean, it's a game of luck, so I don't know how much of that is skills, unless you wanna count counting cards as a skill.
薬のせいで視覚が異常に過敏になったせいかもしれねえな。
Stimulants to boost his perception. Yeah, sure. His observation hockey was forced into him with the drug.
それで相手の心理を読み取ったり、勘が働いてたのかもしれねえ。
Yeah, you see? Got observation hockey.
そうですね。
But he didn't earn it, you know?
多分私が賭け事をすれば他の人よりも有利になるはずです。
Alright, calm down, Tio. You're just hyping yourself up. I mean, if I was doing it, I'd be really fucking cool too. I don't need drugs.
ティオちゃん。
That doesn't mean she's gonna go to the casino. Come on.
悪い、そんなつもりじゃなかったわ。
You know I didn't mean it like that.
いえ、気にしてません。町長さん、ガンツさんの名誉のことを気にするのはわかります。
Wait, what was the problem there? Well, why did shit get like uncomfortable for a second there? How do I get the log back? I forgot how. I think one of the shoulder buttons? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna screw around with it. I might accidentally end up skipping everything.
でも、もし本当に何らかの薬物だった場合、このまま放置しておいたらどんな危険があるかわかりません。
Yeah, he might overdose.
それは
中毒症状に後遺症。まあ、いろいろと考えられそうね。
ええ、薬物による被害で一番怖いのはそこだ。
Oh yeah, the withdrawal syndrome. the withdrawal symptoms and everything.
わかった
Okay.
資料が足りなかったようだ。
Yeah,
ロイド君、お願いする。
sure. Let Lloyd-kun do whatever he needs to do. Lloyd touches his head and using the force, he sucks up all of his memories. Carefully examine Gans's pockets, making sure not to wake him up in the process. Is there anything in the hotel room as well?
これは
This is what I was afraid of. He pulls out a DVD of Mr. Bean. Oh, look at that. Oh no, it's Breaking Bad crystal meth.
それは
We need to have a little talk with Mr. Heisenberg after this.
おお、ですよ。
Oh, I saw those drugs in a TV show. Turns out they're real.
まさか本当にあったなんて。
It's literally just the fucking Breaking Bad blue meth.
綺麗な色をしてやがるが、一体どんな薬なんだ?
What is this? Where's Jesse?
まだこの薬が原因と決まったわけじゃない。
Somebody gonna have to swallow it and see what happens.
ひょっとしたら何か持病の薬かもしれないし。
Maybe we should talk to the old man that knows him very well.
町長、ガンさんに持病は？
Has he ever had a cough? Has he ever talked about, you know, not satisfying his wife well enough, so he's using natural male enhancement that I think are also blue pills?
知る限りなかったはずだ。もちろん断言はできないわ。
Can't say for sure.
わかりました。
I mean, he is a minor, you know, you can be, you know, breathing weird stuff inside those mines, but
この
still.
薬は一旦こちらで預からせていただき
I gotta try it out and see if it's safe.
ああ、よろしだがどうかことを大きくするのは。
Do not spread this around. Dude, he's just a random casino guy. No one really cares about Gantz.
ええ、ガンツさんの名誉には配慮させていただきます。ガンツさん自身についてはそちらにお任せしても。
Yeah, yeah. Take him back, right?
任せてくれたまえ。もし目を覚ましたら改めて話を聞いてみるつもりだ。
I doubt he'll be cooperating, but
ええ、よろしくお願いします。
yoroshiku.
それにしてもクロスベルで薬物疑惑とはね。
Some guy is like going crazy on the fucking xylophone. He's got like black shades on. Wearing a suit. It's really stylish. And then the guy has some twirly mustache motherfucker with like an accordion. Brandon is saying, what did I miss? I mean, a little bit. Not a whole lot. I mean, you've been here for a while, right? So yeah, you're pretty much caught up, you know? The same guy that was like winning all of the casino bets a long time ago. I don't know if you remember that stream that we did. The guy that just kept on winning, you know, and is like, I'm not going back to my mining town, fuck you. And so, we're trying to figure out why the guy is just like magically winning at everything. It seems like the guy is consuming some illegal drug that is like, you know, increasing his nen times 10. But he's probably gonna die doing it, so, yeah. And of course, Grace, April O'Neil over here is also helping.
珍しいこともあるもんだわ。
Oh, and the Heioi place got shot up as well, and so we're thinking, oh, maybe the rival gang, Ravash, you know, did it. And so technically, yes and no, they kind of sort of did, but it wasn't at the orders of Garcia, of Mr. Butchin, you know, it was some other little group that comes from Ravash that are kind of maybe rebelling or something. And they were like unreasonably strong as well, kind of like this guy too. So, you know, kind of like old Gantz. And so there's a bit of a connection here. Maybe those soldiers were also taking the drug, right?
そうなんすか。
そうなんすか?
てっきりマフィアあたりがいろいろ扱ってると思ってたんだが。
Yeah, that's the assumption, right?
ところがどっこい。クロスベルで違法薬物ってのはあんまり出回ってない。
Oh, that's new to me. I just made the assumption. なるほど。
何しろ他の犯罪とは違って
Messy business, alright.
各国にも広がりかねない影響力のある犯罪だからね。
But isn't being a part of the mafia also messy business? Like, just... okay.
共和国からの圧力もあって捜査一課の手で違法薬物は厳重に取り締まられているらしいの。
It's like, you know, if you mess with my gang, I'm not gonna hesitate to kill you. But marijuana? Me? No, never. What? That to me, it just doesn't make sense. But again, it's just in the context of my world, right? The First Division monitors him closely, thanks to pressure from Marabonia and Calvert. Oh, there we go.
そしてルバーチなんかもその辺の空気を読んでるわけよ。
And, luckily for me, when I hear Arabonia and Calvert and everything, I am fortunate enough to have the time that I played, 4 Cold Steel games and 2 Sky games. Yeah, so I have 6 games of context. And, still more games that I haven't played yet. You know, Sky 2, and then Kuro no Kizuki, the new one that came out in Japan, and then Hajimari no Kizuki. I have all of these other games that I haven't played yet, but even then, I have 6 games of context here, so that I know what the hell they're talking about when they name drop a country or something.
そうだったんですか。
そのあたりの事情は俺も警察学校で教えてもらいました。でもこの錠剤は
Something about these pills that look yummy. Are they blueberry flavored? I must find out.
青色の錠剤見た目は綺麗な感じだけど
They look like cool little, like funny little energy crystals for like a... They kind of look like the crystals from Final Fantasy V, right? When the big crystal shatters and you get the pieces that give you like new jobs and stuff. That's what it kind of looks like.
なんつうかやたらと怪しげな感じだな。
I don't think they taste like blueberries at all. I've eaten Laffy Taffy and it doesn't look like this. Seemed like Tio knows.
何か心当たりが
My hair turned blue because I ate too many of those.
いえ、すみません。ただの気のせいだと思います。でもその錠剤、一体どうするつもりなんですか？
What do you think? I'm gonna swallow them all. I just want to see if it really is what I think it is.
そうだな
Gonna take him to the lab, have him checked and stuff, you know, take a little bit of it, you know, feed it to a rat and see what happens.
俺たちだけで決めるのはちょっと大ごとすぎるかもしれない一旦戻って課長に相談しよう
The chief is gonna look at that and be like, how'd you get into my stash, huh?
ええ、それがいいと思うわ。ヘイユへの襲撃事件についても報告した方がいいでしょうし。
There has to be some, like, science division in the freaking police station, right? That could check this out for us. But I don't know, maybe we don't want to catch their attention, right?
マフィア同士の抗争に加えて薬絡みの事件の可能性か。
Yeah.
とんでもなく忙しくなりそうな気がしてきたぜ。
When aren't things busy, though?
いやー、あなたたちと知り合って4ヶ月になるけどずいぶん成長したなーって、お姉さん考えに浸っちゃうね。
When did I start playing this game? Definitely more than 4 months ago, right? You matured a lot since we first met. I was about to say, like, am I experiencing this game in real time?
グレイソン
いきなりどうしたんですか？
Yeah.
褒めても何も出ませんが。
Yeah, we're not gonna give you any extra story topics.
いやいやマジな話。あなたたちには期待してるのよ。
Oh, great. I kinda liked it better when you had low expectations. We'd impress you a lot easier.
ロイド君のお兄さん、ガイ・バニングスと同じくらいね。
And you're bringing out my dead brother. Alright, cool.
そういえば前にも言ってましたけどグレイスさんは兄貴と知り合いだったんですか？
Yeah, my aniki.
私が新米記者だった頃、いろいろとお世話になったのよね。
Now we're doing the same.
結局、ガイさんの事件については迷宮入りになっちゃったけど。
Of how he died and stuff?
それでも彼の意思を継ぐ部署が警察にできてすごく嬉しかったわ。
ロイドのお兄さんの意思を受け。
おっと、これ以上喋ると課長さんに怒られちゃうかな。
You mean the Triple S was his idea?
私も取材があるし、今日のところはこれで失礼するわね。
I gotta go cover Comic-Con. I'll see ya.
薬の件については勝手に記事にしないから安心して。
I mean, you can write about it after we figured out what the hell's actually going on, right?
それじゃ、バッハハーイ。
Ha ha ha! See ya. Sure, and just walk. Because you didn't have a... Falcom didn't make a running animation for you.
たく思わせぶりなことを言うだけ言っていきやがったな。
ただでさえ考えることが山ほどあるのに。ですね。ロイド
ですね。
ガイさんの話、気になります。
ああ、いや確かに気になるけどどう考えても今は後回しだ。ヘイユへの襲撃、ルバーチェの状況、そしてこの青い錠剤。
The blue pill is not the red. They're not taking the red pill. They're taking the blue pill. That's a problem.
一通り課長に報告した上でどうするか検討してみよう。
The city is becoming blue pilled.
はい。わかったわ。
よーし、それじゃあとっとと支援課に戻るとしようぜ。
All right, let's go back home. We're going back home. Okay, you're just gonna teleport me there? Oh no. I'm gonna have to not be lazy and actually walk myself there. Doris, I received an enormous tip from Gantz. Okay. In what regard? More context, please. I'm feeling comfortable holding that much money. Ah, there we go. I went and donated it to City Hall. I should have kept it. I don't know what they plan on using it for, but it's better than keeping it myself. Ah, well, I admire how noble and kind-hearted you are, but if that were me, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I would have pocketed that cash without really thinking about it. Maybe I might donate that money, but I wouldn't donate all of it. I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that fucking nice, you know? I gotta look out for myself, too. Alright, let's change these fucking voices. Voice acting. There we go. So, I just needed it to be a little bit louder. How much time? 68 hours. We're about to reach 70 mother effing hours in this goddamn game. This game that I love so much that I'm never gonna fucking play again. Okay, look, if I do play it again, it's not gonna be on stream anymore. You know, like when we get the official NIS America translations, I'm not gonna like stream the entire game from beginning to end again. But I am going to play it. I'm probably gonna get a review copy for it, and I am gonna play it and review it and everything, right? I am gonna play this game a second time, but it's not gonna be live, because that's gonna be like another fucking year and a half that's gonna take me to finish the game just to write a review, and by that point it's gonna be like really, really old. That's gonna be mega old news, you know? I'm just asking to get like 40 views on a video, as opposed to doing it on the day that I'm supposed to, and I got like 2,000 views like the Cold Steel 4 review. Grrr. No, that is one of us. A vigilant protector of the Triple S. Agreed. I imagine he will eviscerate any suspicious character that dares enter. If the pizza guy walks in, not knowing what's here. Putting away dishes. She's really getting into this. Yeah, she's such a precious. She is my Baby Yoda. She's my Grogu, and I won't let anybody have her. She's even green. She has green hair. Green hair, small, cute, you know, and has a bigger power inside of her that she doesn't realize yet and that we don't realize yet, you know? So yeah, she's exactly like Baby Yoda, except better, in my opinion. I just saw the season finale, by the way, of Book of Boba Fett, episode 7. Pretty cool. I find it really funny that everything that is not the Star Wars movies is better than the Star Wars movies, right? All of the cartoons and the video games and the Disney Plus like spin-off series and all that stuff. I know there's gonna be an Obi-Wan series. I was really like cynical. I never thought that any of these things would actually be good. But now that I've seen The Mandalorian, season 1 and 2, and loved both of them, and then I saw Book of Boba Fett, and I loved that a lot too. I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna have to binge the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series someday. And then after that, I'm pretty confident that the Obi-Wan series is also gonna be pretty good if it's a lot of the same people making it, right? And also, Obi-Wan is an exile in Tatooine at this point into the story. So, you know, they can use all of the same sets that they've been using for Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, right? Because it all takes place on Tatooine. So it's all, they can keep using the same deserts and shit like that. Kind of ironic? Yeah. Yeah, because the episode 7, 8, and 9, I mean, I liked 7, and I enjoyed 8 visually. Story-wise, it was mega stupid. And then, yeah, Rise of Skywalker, no matter what way you flip it, it was a horrendously bad movie. At least 7 and 8 had some parts that were fun. Rogue One was boring. And then, Solo, the Han Solo one, I actually haven't seen it yet. That's the one Star Wars movie that I haven't seen. I might watch it at some point. Is it? I'm assuming it's on Disney Plus, so I can see it there. But yeah. And then the video games, don't even get me started on the video games, because the games are mostly really good as well. Better than the movies in some aspects, right? Like The Force Unleashed and Jedi Fallen Order, and even Battlefront 2, the new Battlefront 2, after all of the updates and when they removed all the fucking microtransaction bullshit, when they revamped it, it became a much better game. It's still fun to play that one. What other one? Freaking Star Wars Pinball, you know, for me. And then Vader Immortal with the dojo and stuff with the lightsaber shit. There's a lot of cool Star Wars stuff. Knights of the Old Republic on Switch, you know? And then they're gonna remake that game as well, so like, yeah. There's a lot of really, really great stuff out there for Star Wars. It's really funny that the movies are like the worst part of it. Interrogating Heioi really take you that long? Kinda?
いえ
No.
実はそれとは別に気になる事件に出くわしまして
Took us 10 minutes, but we went and got some McDonald's. That took 3 hours.
ヘイユへ襲撃事件と合わせて一通り報告させていただきます。
Alright. Do the voices sound better? I had it at 20% volume. Brought it up to 30. Yeah, it does sound significantly louder now. Much better. The background music stays in the background, and the voices in the foreground.
課長
Kacho?
すみません。わかりにくい報告でしたか？
Did the pills not taste like blueberries?
いや
No, they're perfect.
その一連の情報だが
It's so wacky and crazy. I can't believe
ひ
it.
ょっとしたら全部つながっているかもしれんぞ
I would say that it's pretty obvious that it is connected. The moment we saw the drug, and then we saw that Gantz was like super powerful, and then also with the detail that the other Ravash people are also like strangely strong, even though they're just supposed to be generic cronies. Yeah, they all of these people might be taking the same drug. Now the question is, who's the seller, right? Like who's the one providing this stuff? Unless Heisenberg and Jesse exist in the Crossbell world, I don't think it's them.
マジかよ。
Majikayo, blue meth? What?
それはどういう？
いろいろなことが起きすぎて混乱してるのかもしれんが
It might be connected to Tio as well. You know that a character is going to be involved in the story in this particular aspect when they like 7 times in a row their dialogue box is just ellipses points, right? We're probably gonna get some Tio backstory around here. I know that she's like kind of like Milliam and Altina, where she's kind of like a lab experiment and stuff. We'll see it. Let's not spoil ourselves. But I do know that, you know, there's a reason for why she's like a super wired computer genius and stuff.
今日お前らが見聞きしたことを有機的に結びつけてみろや特にロイドこういう時こそ捜査官の本領発揮だろうが
Chief Sergey looks very tired. That's how I look like after streaming for 6 hours.
はい
No, that's what I looked like when I finished playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. You know, it's like, it's 4 in the morning, I finally finished playing this game. Also, when I fucking finished every single long haul stream that I've ever had, you know, when I finished Persona 5, when I finished Final Fantasy VII Remake, when I finished Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, like, Christ. In fact, I played all of Modern Warfare 2 in one stream, right? I didn't... It wasn't multiple parts. Modern Warfare 1... well, it was 2 parts, and Modern Warfare 2 was one big, like, 6.5 hour stream, and I felt like Sergey, you know?
今日聞き込んだ情報は大まかにまとめて3つ
I could feel the bags in my eyes developing in real time. Discover roughly 3 pieces of
沢田
key
氏から聞い
evidence.
たヘイユへ襲撃に関する情報グレイさんと情報交換したルバーチの現状に関する情報そしてマインツの行員ガンツさんに関する情報
それらの3つの情報を結びつける要素があるわけね。
なんとなくだが見えてきたな。
I'm not quite there yet because, you know, my main color is red, my hair is red, and so whenever blue things are involved, it's very difficult for me to understand them, you know? Even though my eyes are blue, he realizes that. He looks in the mirror, is like, oh my god, there's blue in me, how could this be?
なあ整理してみよう
Which element of the info regarding the raid on the capital can be tied to the others? The info regarding the raid on Heioi can be tied. Informant's relation to Kia, Heioi's reinforcements, Asylum's physical abilities. I'd say the physical abilities. I'm assuming that the people that raided Heioi are also taking the drug. Which element of the info regarding Ravash can be tied to the others? Info regarding Ravash can be tied to the others. Okay, Don Marconi's actions, investment in Warhounds, haphazard chain of command. What element of the info regarding Gantz can be tied to the others? When he disappeared from Mainz, poker match against Lecter, blue pills in Gantz possession. I'd say the pills, but also maybe the first one when he disappeared. to me, the blue pills are like the most important thing here that connects Gantz with the Ravash dudes.
間違いない。これだ。
Did I actually get it? Because if I did, I'm a fucking genius. Related elements. I said, yeah, because usually at this point they'd be like, oh, machigaimashita. Oh no, I got it wrong. Or something like that. You know, kore wa chigau. That's wrong. Assailants, physical abilities. The haphazard chain of command and the blue pills.
これは
Kurewa. Huh?
おいおい、きな臭すぎるだろう。
Oi, oi, oi. Okay, so the voice acting just continued, so I guess I got it right. Okay, I did not even look it up. I should be a fucking detective. Yeah.
だが、こう関連づけると、いろいろと見えてくることがある。
Yeah, all of those hours playing Danganronpa and Phoenix Wright and all those. You know, I'm qualified, you know. I'm gonna put that in my resume. I am detective, hire me.
ヘイウェイを襲撃したマフィアたちが見せたという身体能力、神がかり的なギャンブルの腕を手に入れた行員のガンツさん。
This is like in Sherlock where like he sees like the text and the images in his head, everything is floating around and he's like connecting it, which looks super stupid, but you know, it's funny. I just want to see him with all of the details floating around in his mind,
どちらも別々の現象
in
だ
his
と、
galaxy brain.
その人間の潜在能力が上がっているというのは同じだ。
Something that would be cool to get you guys' input on as well is that when I got this microphone and when I did all of the filters and all of the adjustments and stuff, I did something called audio ducking. And so what basically that means is that every single time I talk, the volume of the game goes down. So do you guys remember when I was doing the E3 press conferences and I was like clicking on the actual volume knob and like turning it up or down with my mouse whenever I wanted to talk? Well, that was annoying. I don't want to take care. I don't want to have to pay attention to that all the time. So now I have a filter where like every time I talk, the volume goes down so that you can hear me and I don't necessarily have to turn the volume down for the game all the time. And when I stop talking, the game is louder. So let me know if that actually works or not, or if you even noticed it, because yeah, I was sick and tired of my voice, you know, not being loud enough, or like the game not being loud enough. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I had no idea. I went on YouTube and I saw tutorials for this, and I never realized that was something that you could do, and I learned it, and it's bloody awesome, mate. It's pretty good.
もしそれをつなぐものがこの青い錠剤だとするなら、
The connecting factor in all this are these blue pills. That's what I
マ
said.
フィアたちが違法薬物に手を出し始めた。
Distributor of the drugs.
そして
Okay.
一般市民に流し始めているだけでなく、戦闘力の強化にも使っている。
Also, my microphone is so loud now that I really don't have to like be loud, you know? Because before I didn't really understand volume levels and stuff like that, or gain and all of that. I had trouble like kind of understanding it. And one of the things that I would do is that on OBS, I would just turn the volume knob like halfway down. And that's wrong. That's not how you're supposed to do it. It's supposed to be maxed out. And then if you want your microphone to be louder, you can just turn the gain up artificially with a filter. So like, yeah. Now I don't feel like I have to scream every time. I've been talking fairly low and softly this entire time, so that's good. That helps my throat out quite a lot. But if I'm loud and I scream, then I have a limiter and compression that helps in that aspect too. So yeah. Anyway, enough showing off. Enough showing off the entire weekend of Googling that I did.
つまりそういうことですか。
ああ、まだ憶測のレベルだけどね。
Just another theory. Okay, theory. Thanks for watching.
でも確かにそれだといろいろと説明できるわ。
Wouldn't explain a lot. Wouldn't it be too good of an explanation? Yeah.
あの若頭の統率力がルバーチェ内で低下したのももしかして。
Nah, because the drugs are taking over.
薬を決めて力を手に入れ、態度もでかくなった下っ端連中が増え始めている。
Yeah, big egos like Gantz.
そのせいってわけかよ。
上出来だ。加えて昨日イアン先生が言っていた噂話もあるだろう。
Ian.
急激に業績を上げたっていう貿
I
易
am
商の
going-
証券マンですか。
I'm gonna sneeze. Thank you. To anybody that says bless you. Eventually.
それでは彼らもその青い錠剤を。
それこそ現時点ではただの憶測になっちまうがな。
They're under the influence. They're all pilled up. Heisenberg got to them. I'm getting
一
emails.
つ一つの点が線となり面を構築する。
Getting emails for job offers, even though I've pretty much got a job already locked in. But it's always good to keep getting more emails, right? The best time to look for a job is when you already have a job. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put my phone on vibrate. What is this? Zelda Breath of the Wild Second Wind expansion mod, adding Moonslayer Linol and weapon set. Oh, it's a mod. I was about to say, like, is that like an official thing? No, it's not. Microsoft's Xbox Mini Fridge is now available for $100. Wow. Really fucking exciting. Gaming news, you guys. A fridge that looks like an Xbox. It's out for $100. Really makes you want to sprint and run as fast as you fucking can to the store to buy it, huh?
そんな気がしてきたんじゃねえか。
Hi.
しかし正直支援家だけでは手に負えない状況かもしれません。
You always say that though, and we always figure it out.
特に薬物の件に関しては一家に連絡する必要があるんじゃないでしょうか。
ああ、その点に関してはちょうどいいタイミングだったな。
Because they're here right now. Like Dudley's gonna walk into the room right now. Yep. Oh, there's Kia.
ここにいたんだ。
There really aren't that many rooms in this building, Kia.
キア
It
ど
shouldn't
うした
be
んだ。
shouldn't be very difficult for you to find us. Now you're gonna say, oh, all of these Onisans are here to see you, and it's gonna be
お
Dudley.
腹でも空いちゃった？お客さん。
Not yet.
ブスーっとしたおじさんが来たよ。
Super grumpy, okay. Did the dog try and kill him?
ブスッとしたおじさん。
No? Well, that's a problem. Yep. I heard Zorro's voice right there. Hello, Dudley.
ドリン捜査官。
Duddles or whatever Grace called her.
おう、
Called him.
遅かったな。
Hey, you're late. Who's good? He talks like the dude that used to do the voice of Joseph Joestar in Part 3. There's an old man voice. I like that voice. Too bad that voice actor died a while back. Dudley-san.
捜査会議が長引いてしまって。
Yeah, he sounds like Zorro, has green hair. Definitely Zorro.
例の話についてですが、早速始めさせてもらっても構いませんか。
ああ、構わんぞ。
Go on, Zorro.
こいつらも一緒でよけりゃな。
I love the tired old man voice.
セルゲイさん、冗談はやめてください。こんなひよっこどもに聞かせるような話では。
だが今回の件についてはこいつらが集めてきた情報がきっと役に立つだろう。
You're gonna have to stop calling us rookies after a while, man. We've been doing a lot for you, okay?
同席させた方が手っ取り早いぞ。
We're pretty useful.
なんですって。
Are you
そういえば
insane?
ヘイユへの聞き込みもお前たちに任せていたところだったか。
Yeah, there we go. Congratulations, you played yourself. Guy that looks suspiciously like he would be like a family member to like Machias in Cold Steel. Like if we didn't see what Machias's dad looks like, I would say that this guy's Machias's dad. You know, he's got the same like the glasses, the angry looking, you know, the big angry smug look in his face, the green hair, you know? Is that a thing? I wouldn't be surprised if I look at the wiki right now and it's like, oh yes, is like a distant cousin of Machias Regnitz, right? We only know Dudley. We know the name Dudley, but what's his last name? Is his last name Regnitz? Because that would make sense. Like, the dude literally, like, he looks like he would be a part of that family. But then again, Machias has never mentioned he had a brother or whatever.
そのついでに。いや、しかし、
What am I saying?
課長
Yeah, well, while you're there talking to yourself, let us say our piece. Let us tell you all the work that we've been doing while you've been doing nothing.
都合が悪いようでしたら俺たちは退出しましょうか
Yeah,
いや、その必要はない。
there we go.
その男も伊達に一家のエースを張ってるわけじゃねえ。
Perfect. I love Sergey, man. This guy's got our back.
この状況で何が必要かはきちんと見抜けるだろうさ。
Yeah, he needs 4 scrappy, wacky dudes and their dog. Looks, this really is just a Scooby-Doo gang, isn't it? To solve this mystery. They just need a green van. And there we go.
わかりましたよ。いいかお前たち。これから話すのは警察内部の機密事項だ。
Alright, strictly confidential. I'm about to tell you what the PlayStation 6 looks like.
みだりに他言することは絶対に許さんからな。
It's a tiny Yuta-san. I'll never forgive you if this, comes out, alright? If this is leaked.
わかりました
Alright, but can the child hear? Somebody cover Kia's ears.
何秘密の話
I knew it. I knew she was gonna say something. Somebody kill this child.
キアも聞きたい
No.
え
No, Baby Yoda. You cannot. The only advantage that Baby Yoda has over you is that Baby Yoda doesn't talk, okay?
お菓子を用意するからサイトと一緒に食べててね
Yeah, typical. Go play outside, child. The adults are
捜査一課
talking.
に圧力
What? Nani?
そこまで露骨なものではないが。
Bennings. It always feels cool when they call you by your last name, you know?
兵ゆえの襲撃事件を受けて
Try to make it all formal.
マフィア同士の抗争への対処に全力を傾けろとの指示が下った。
After the raid, we received orders to devote all resources to quell any disputes between the mafia. Really?
少し前から追っていた謎の薬物の捜査を打ち切ってな。
Oh, so you knew about it, and you just, didn't continue with it.
一家の方でも薬物に関する捜査を
数日前からだがな。私としてはお前たちが知っていたことの方が驚きだが。
Yeah, without the actual cops telling us anything.
で、一家の方はどこでその薬物のネタを掴んだんだ？
Well, we bought some of it. we made it.
昔から使っていた情報屋からのタレコミです。
Long-time informant. I'm sure if you go into the wiki or whatever, that's gonna be some character from another game.
それなりに信頼できる筋なので、情報収集をしていたところです。
Her word alone. Oh, it's gonna be the fucking bracer lady.
今のところ集まっているのは都市伝説のような噂だけですね。
Urban legend is silly.
願いが叶う薬だの、幸せを運ぶ青い薬だ。
A medicine that grants wishes. I mean, the Dragon Balls I can believe. I mean, I've read the manga. I know what the dragon looks like. But this is... not even the ones from Breaking Bad can do that. Grant your wish and bestow happiness? What?
ただ、どうにも気な臭いので、噂になっている市民のリストを揃えている最中なんですが。
If the wish that you want fulfilled is to actually get boners and satisfy your significant other, then I guess maybe it isn't too far off from reality. We couldn't ignore drug trafficking allegations. And we're in the middle of compiling a list of involved citizens. The fur was put on ice. Well, here we are melting the ice.
お前たち、そのやっぱりという顔。
Yeah, are we pissed at them for not giving enough of a shit or what?
ビンゴだったようだな。
There we go, bingo. Something happened. Wait, my stuff just kind of crapped out. I don't know what happened. Okay, wait, hold on. Alright, so my little, interface just, turned off and then turned itself back on again. Yeah, you see? Nothing happened. Really, I didn't pull a wire or anything. Everything just kind of turned itself off and then it turned back on again. But, now the webcam is busted. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh boy, what? It doesn't even detect my camera. Is the camera just not turned on? game, no, not game capture. Face rig, OBS, virtual. What? It's not recognizing my webcam at all. Oh no. This is yabai. Activate HD Pro webcam. No? What do I have to do? Just like freaking like what? Do I unplug the USB and then plug it back in? It said USB not recognized, but like what? What stuff out of everything that like just turned itself off for like a second? Oh boy, this sucks. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I mean, what I could do is that I could just play it like this, right? But I don't know. I don't want to play it like that. Just give me a little bit of time. Alright, I still don't know if it works. I just unplugged the camera, and then I plugged it in onto the USB again. So, I'm just hoping... Activate. I'm hoping that it works. Hey, there we go. Okay, that should be it. But now all of the default settings have completely reset. Yeah, look at that crappy-ass frame rate. Alright, so what I gotta do is that I have to go on Configure Video, and then I gotta go to White Balance. White Balance to 4010. Those are my usual settings. And then get rid of the focus, the automatic focus. And then the exposure, get rid of the automatic exposure and bring it down to -5. That's kind of what it works for me. Tick off the low light compensation. I don't need that. I have a big ass softbox here. But then the frame rate is still crappy. So what I have to do is I have to turn off the webcam and then turn it on again. And look at that. It's still like some stuff reset. The white balancing is still okay, but now I gotta bring the exposure down to -5 again. Move around. Frame rate's a little better. There we go. I have no idea what happened. But even now that I'm here, guess I'll just move myself a little there. To adjust myself. I can shoop, you know, I can go all the way down here, you know. Hello, I am in the chat now. But yeah, I don't usually use the whole ass camera, you know. Most of the time it's like a super duper zoomed in image, you know. That's okay. That's alright, right around there. And so then I just crop this part out. And there we go. But, you know, I haven't cropped the sides at all, you know. So, like, if I want to go off here. It looks a lot wider than it actually is, but yeah. Okay, so you guys can't see this, but I'm cropping off the left side. Okay. Sorry for that. I literally have no idea what happened. It just, like, everything just, you know, just turned off and then turned back on again. And so the webcam kind of crapped out. I was almost worried that the stream might, like, you know, break or something. OBS did, like, freeze up for a second, but we should be okay. If there's anything wrong on you guys' end, then you can just refresh the page or whatever. Thank you very much to Cypher Ice? Yeah, Cypher Ice, subscribed on YouTube, thank you. And then Zeppy Zaman or something, Zeppy Man. Follow it on Twitch. So thank you very much. If there's anybody out there on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, be sure to holla at me. There's one person on Twitch, and then there's 2 people on YouTube. So, yeah, I'm trying to do restream again, because now that I've changed up the microphone, changed up the streaming settings and stuff like that, everything should be okay. But, you know, shit happens. Alright. Let's keep going with the game. Alright. Looks like we hit the jackpot. Yeah, so bingo daze, when it comes to, the drugs or whatever. Show him, Lloyd. Lloyd unzips his pants. Pulls him down.
Hi.
Spreads his butt cheeks. What?
これを
He poops out blue pills. Blue little crystal-shaped things.
もしかしてこれは
He makes the same, like, you know, pose from, like, the dude from Plug and Play from that one game. Or, like, the little stick man also poops out little things.
今日ある筋から俺たちが入手した証拠物件です
Certain source during investigation. Oh, yeah, so... Yeah. You're not gonna say that it's Gantz or whatever? And you're not even gonna mention that Grace was there with you?
その人の名誉を守るという条件で預からせてもらったんですが
But explain in great detail what had transpired prior to Dudley. Okay.
やはり存在していたのか
They do have the drugs and nobody invited me.
しかもルバーチが流した可能性があるだと
Maybe. We don't know for sure yet.
その薬物捜査を打ち切れという指示どこから降りてきたか見当はつく
Ooh, that's a fantastic question, right? Who said that was not worth looking into, right?
上層部の誰かかと
Someone really high up. Ooh, somebody high up that might be in on it too.
う
Maybe.
ちの課長も納得できないまま我々に指令を下していました
Our chief did not agree, but he enforced it nonetheless. I see.
最悪だな
ちょっと待ってください
What? Why is your voice clip much louder than everyone else's?
まさか警察の上層部がマフィアの要請を受けて
Yeah, they might have been manipulated, right, to give in.
そんな
おいおいマジかよ
Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Just put in a little test in the chat because I refreshed the page here. So like I just wanna make sure that everything's in order here. Yeah, because everything broke, so I'm like, you know, I'm just trying to see what works still and what doesn't. The stream looks good on my end. I have my iMac here, right next to my PC. And instead of like overloading my PC here with stuff and clicking out of the window and shit, it's probably better for me to just do everything on this other computer. It kind of sucks that not a lot of people watch the Trails from Zero content because I'm kind of proud of that thumbnail. It's a simple thumbnail, but fuck you, I like this thumbnail. I like these thumbnails very much. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And the cool thing is that when I'm done playing this game, I can just make a playlist of all of the streams, regardless of what channel it's from. So I can just put all of it together, you know, for anybody that wants to binge on it. Oi, 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 majikayo. How long can you go? Like, seriously? Like, really? For real?
確かに最悪ですね
Yeah, 最悪ですね。
ダドリー俺のところに相談に来たってことは上層部に不信を抱いたからだろうそれでどうするつもりだ
正直薬物捜査に関してはこちらでは動きようがありません下手に動けば今度は上層部も露骨に横槍を入れてくるでしょうだがそれでは警察組織としてあまりに不甲斐なさすぎる
Ah, there we go. A policeman with actual dignity.
ダドリー捜査官
ダドリ君
だったら薬物捜査に関してはうちに任せてもらうしかないなロイド、エリーそれにランディにティオこれより特務支援課は非公式に捜査一課と協力体制に入る
Informally, you know. If the police can keep secrets, why can't we, right?
身動きの取れない一課に代わってこのまま薬物捜査に当たれ
There we go. Working with Dudley, it'll be our very first off collab.
はい
Hi. Yes, sir.
了解しました
その見返りだが一課からはマフィア関連の情報を無制限で回してもらうことに
Sound fair? Okay, Sergey doing the big boy plays right here. Of course, exclamation point.
セルゲイさん
Sergey, what? I didn't know you weren't wearing any pants.
いくらなんでも極秘情報を無制限というのはさすがに
Wow, we're friends, right?
別にこちらは構わんぞ
I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit.
そちらが手詰まりになろうが 勝手に動くだけだからな。
Oh, wow. Sergey is really killing it right now. You're getting higher in the ranks of my favorite characters, Sergey.
わかりました。その条件で構いません。
I love that Sergey is actually like really understanding and cool, right? Because when it comes to these like cop dramas and cop shows and stuff like that, anything that's police officers is always like the boss or whatever. He's always like the fucking asshole that's really rigid and like he gets mad at you no matter what you do, right? Even if you solve the case and everything, they still get pissed. And I like the Sergey is like such a totally different character, right? Like any other TV show, any other movie, like the Chief Sergey would not be Sergey. It'd be like Dudley, right? Dudley would be the boss and he'd be like super no nonsense and by the books and like, no, don't do stuff that is like outside of your lane or whatever, right? And threatening to fire you and stuff like that. But I love that Sergey understands exactly the purpose of this team, why it's here, what everybody's good at, and if they need a little bit of help, you know, he'll do some stuff, right? To benefit us and not really like, yeah, you know, he's just cool like that. He doesn't push back on anything, right? He's just like, okay, if you think you can handle this, go ahead. He really does back you up. He's really cool.
決まりだな。
There we go.
いやー、あの一家に代わってわざわざ俺らが動いてやるわけか。
Oh, hey.
なかなか優越感をくすぐられる状況ですね。
I can feel the superiority washing over me. That's great. All of these fucking smug ass motherfuckers that thought that we weren't shit, that we were like the crappy little Winnie Hud Jr. version of the cops, and now here we are doing their work for them. Glare at us all you want. You know it's true.
おお、怖っ。
怖い? Oh, scary.
クワバラクワバラです。
まあ仕方あるまい。
Whatever. I know this is gonna turn out fine. I already played the opening, like the first 5 minutes of Charles to Azure, and he's on our team as a playable fighter, so like, you know, eventually he gets over it, I guess.
こうなった以上、お前たちに薬物捜査を任せるのは納得したが。
Yay.
今後の捜査方針はどうするつもりだ?
First, food. I'm hungry.
そうですね。何はともあれ、薬の現物が手元にありますし、どういった成分かを突き止める必要があるでしょう。
だが、どうやって突き止める? 現時点での情報から推測するに、全く新しいタイプの薬物だ。
Brand new, straight out of the box.
本部の鑑識では手に
Still in beta.
上からも目をつけられやすいぞ。
Would be easily caught. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, don't you have like doctors or scientists or forensic people at the police station? But no. Well, we're supposed to not be investigating this, right? So you can't go there.
なるほど。
Nerd.
そうなると、医科大学を頼った方がいいかもしれません。
Oh, we're going to St. Ursula.
なるほど。あの先生に頼るわけね。
Yeah, exactly. We can go and talk to our fucking sexy big titty big sister to go and investigate it for us. Or talk to someone else, right? But I'd rather the hot girl.
医科大学? 聖ウルスラ医科大学か?
Yeah.
ええ、薬学を研究している知り合いの先生がいるんです。
Pharmaceutical research, okay. I mean, the girl is not a doctor, right? She's a nurse. So yeah, there has to be some other doctor that we know. Are we talking about the dude that likes to go out fishing?
相当優秀だと聞いているので、薬の成分を突き止められる可能性は高いのではないかと。
Male, boo. I just want to go and talk to the pretty ladies.
なるほどな。
How convenient for this point into the story to have somebody available.
成分調査に関してはそれしか手はなさそうだな。
But yeah, no, that's cool. I did not even think about St. Ursula. That's awesome. It's really good world building when you can think of all of these alternative solutions to problems and it doesn't feel like super contrived and is like, oh, how convenient that right at this moment there's this doctor that can help us. It's like, no. Like, here's this problem related to drugs, right? And we're cops, but the higher-ups told us to not investigate it, so we're investigating it in secret, which means that we can't go to the forensics department and we don't really want to freak anybody out with this. So like, what do we do? Oh shit! It just so happens that we already played like 60 hours of this game, going back and forth to this fucking hospital where we know multiple people there, right? So let's just go there, right?
ダドリー、そちらは一家でまとめた捜査報告書を今日中にこちらに回してくれ。
And not only that, but the hospital already has like fame, right? It's notorious for being like a very technologically advanced place, right? So they're definitely gonna, you know something. It's gonna be a good place for us to know where to go next.
それをもとにこいつらに今後の捜査方針を決めさせたい。
わかりました。すぐにお届けに上がります。では私はこれで。今後ともよろしくお願いします。
Wow, he smiled.
ああ、こちらこそな。それとその言葉はこいつらにも言ってやれ。
Yeah, and be nice to us too, bitch. He doesn't want to.
いいか、お前たち。
Okay, this is gonna be his version of being nice.
くれぐれもうかつなことをして事態を悪化させたりするなよ。
Alright, fine. We've been in bad situations before, dude.
それと、薬物捜査はともかく、マフィアどもの抗争への対処は我々一家の担当だ。
Yeah, of course. I can't wait for you to fucking fuck that up, and then we come and save you, and then you take the credit.
首を突っ込んだりせずに、おとなしく任せておくがいい。
Of course. Fine. You tsundere-ass motherfucker. That goof. Can't be honest with his feelings. And just say that you love me.
あれは一種の照れ隠しなのではないかと。
Yeah.
そうかもしれないわね。それに思っていたより正義感がある人みたいだわ。
Stronger sense of yeah, I mean he's rough like that because he's one of the few cops that actually genuinely cares.
ああ、それは信用できる気がする。
We could trust those glasses and that green hair.
基本的に一家の連中は真面目で正義感のあるやつが多い。
Diligence and their distaste for injustice, same as Dudley. But
まあ杓子定規で融通が利かないやつも多いんだがな。
Sticklers for the rules, I see. They want to do good, but they're limited by what they can do.
さてとお前ら、早速病院に向かうのか？
Absolutely.
ええ、そのつもりです。それと時間があれば他の支援要請も片付けておこうかと。
Here we go. More and more side quests.
そうね。午前中は市外に出る暇もなかったし。
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go to the computer. We're gonna see like 5 different things that we gotta do.
忙しくなりそうだからぼちぼち片付けた方が良さそうだな。
Alright, here it comes. We're gonna get a wave of side quests.
元気なことで結構だ。一家と協力することになったとはいえ、お前たちが気負う必要はない。
I mean, yeah, technically the first division, but just one guy that happens to be with the first division. Doesn't really mean anything.
いつも通りお前たちのやり方で、その薬物の謎に迫ってみせろ。
はい。
You got it. Will we ever have time to like go to the bathroom, maybe pee or something? I'm sure like if I was in this team and we'd like make it back home, I'd say, wait, hold on, can we go take a piss first? While Dudley is here talking about the drugs and stuff, can I just go to the kitchen and make myself like a quesadilla real fast?
ウルスラ病院か。その先生ってのは前にキアの記憶喪失の相談に乗ってもらった人物か。
Oh yeah, when Kia like didn't want to stay there or anything.
ええ、ユアヒム先生という薬学と神経科の准教授です。
Joaquim Gwenter, what a name. Jeez. Pharmacology and neurology at St.
以
Ursula.
前話した時、薬物に関しては相当詳しそうな印象でしたが。
なんとかその先生が頼りになるといいんだが。
課長？
その何か気がかりでも？
まあな、筋力、スピード、集中力、勘、そういうものは薬物で生理的に高めることはできるのかもしれん。
Yeah, it's a fairly generic, make you powerful kind of drug, right? I remember in One Piece, in Fisherman Island, right? Like Hody Jones also had just like these mystery pills that just made him stronger.
だが、好きってのはあげられるのか？
Yeah, luck, that's right.
それは
Because the Gantz guy just magically started like winning at the casino and stuff, right? So like, does it increase luck? You know, like is luck a measurable thing that you can increase or decrease?
普通に考えたら無理だと思いますけど。
I thought that we were chalking that up to like enhanced senses or whatever. So the dude was like counting cards and or something. I don't know.
でもあのガンツさんは月もすごかったという話よね。
His miraculous luck.
ああ、どんなギャンブルも勘と駆け引きだけで勝ち続けられるもんじゃねえ。
You should know.
女神を味方に引き入れたか、それとも悪魔で
I'm gonna go the Akuma route. Again, more ellipses points with Tio.
いろいろと謎は多そうだな。ティオ、できればそのあたりのことはきちんと確かめてくるといい。
I have a feeling that she already knows quite a bit, as is.
はい、そのつもりです。
Yeah.
どうしてティオに
Why is he asking? Yeah, well, I mean, she's the computer nerd, right? But also, you know, story stuff.
何かあるのかしら。
Perhaps you know some that we don't. Yeah. They're making it overwhelmingly obvious, huh? That there's some stuff going on. Drugs. Just put on some luck-enhancing equipment. Less dangerous that way. Just go to the store and buy yourself some lucky boots, and there you go. Oh, only 2 more. Good. We already reported the other 2. Alright, Representative Campbell, 2000 Mira. I want to meet privately. I'm looking for someone important to me. Come at once. Campbell Estate, Residential District, Northwest Crossbell City. Alright, wait, is that... Residential District. Okay, so it's not the rich people place. Northwest. Okay, collecting flowers for resting places. Oh, for, graves and stuff. Old Man Quint. I feel like we've talked to this guy before. I want to offer flowers at some graves. For details, come to the cabin. Next to the graveyard behind the Crossbell Cathedral. Oh. Alright, I'll do the short one first. Okay, we don't have anything to report right now. I just wanted to see if anything happened. I have been streaming for 2 hours, but it is Saturday. Saturday fun day, right? I kind of want to go for a little longer. Maybe 1 more hour. I'm gonna do 3 hours, and depending on how I feel, if I feel like tired or something, or just sick of it, I will stop there. But maybe if I'm still having fun and, you know, the story's getting interesting, then I might even do another hour. You know, it is Saturday, and I do want to take advantage of Saturdays to make slightly longer streams. Not super long, but hey, we are way, way, way overdue when it comes to beating this game, so we absolutely have to, like, speed it up a little bit. Take whatever chance we can to actually play as much as we can. I do want to, like, stand up or something, because, jeez. Guys, you have to leave again. Sorry, Kia, we got something to take care of. We'll be back by evening, okay? Want us to buy you a souvenir while we're out? Well, no, you don't have to do that. Coming home safe is good enough for me. Ah, you warm my dark little heart. Oh, Kia, my heart. Her smile has pierced my very soul. The grim atmosphere ran away at the first sight of her smile. Huh? Funny, funny. Funny lol. Funny lamau. Funny poop. Alright, let's go and give the cat, like, fish or whatever. Let's see if he gives us something cool. Something epic. There's a weird, like, dark green cat going funya. Alright. How much of this game do we have left to beat? There are 5 chapters in this game, I'm pretty sure. And we are on chapter 4. So, yeah. We're pretty close. I've been playing this game for 70 hours. Let's see. No, yeah, 69.5 hours. In 30 minutes, we would have officially played this game for 70. I repeat, 70 hours. It was actually worth it to play into a group of 3. From now on, you're a part of the squad. Let's keep playing together. And it could be more, right? You see, this is the fucking problem. Is that every single NPC in this goddamn game changes their dialogue every single time anything fucking happens. So like every time moves forward, everybody has something to say. Alright, this is clearly not where I'm supposed to be. Maribel was featured in the magazine. Yeah, and like everybody has like a little fucking story to tell. They all have like a little thing that you can follow up on with them. Oh, Tio. Yeah, what is it? You've got a weird look on your face, so I thought you might be exhausted. Is it my imagination? Are you okay? I think it is simple fatigue from investigating the Moon Temple yesterday. I may have strained myself a bit too much. Tio Tot's always saving us with her perceptive abilities. Yeah, she's helping us more times than I can count. Try not to push yourself too hard, okay? Yeah. You see what I mean? You see? This random character that has nothing to do with anything right now gives us more insight on the current cast right now. And that's only if I bother to even come in here and check, right? There's literally no reason for me to go and buy some bread right now. But I can fucking talk to Oscar right now and I'm sure he'll say something interesting. I've seen a surge in customers that are also travelers. It brightens my mood to see how much people care about our bread. Gotta hand it to Oscar for all of his hard work. It's Morgs. Not Oscar. We were recently featured in the Crossbell Times. It was all thanks to his efforts. And then this girl, Katarina. Bob Bruffin's bakery made my mom and dad eat it. They told me they wanted to eat it every day. I was silently nodding my head in agreement. To create success, now I want to come to this bakery whenever I can come whenever I want. Oh yeah, these two. Bennett, the eternal rivals and totally not in love with each other. Because the Legend of Heroes games really love shipping people together all the time. 2 hours of fermentation at 144 degrees, and then this guy? Or was a blanket again? Bennett's been too antsy to sleep. Now that she's on the verge of completing her newest creation, she's a mess. Reminds me of sweet little Lloyd when Cecile used to look after you constantly. Oh. Was she just as horny as I was? Oh, don't drag me into this. Okay. Funny. Funny Rafa Lamau. www. Kusa. Alright. Where the hell is this guy? Where does he live? Rita Hayue, Ruins Investigation, Maine's mayoral request. There we go. Alright, search for an important person. Campbell Estate, Residential District, Northwestern Crossbell City. I'm a moron. It wasn't the rich people place. Okay, so is it like Pokemon where there's like signs outside that say like person's house? No. I'm just gonna have to guess. I'm gonna have to guess who. Crossbell City house. Doesn't say Campbell Estate or anything. Sunita. Hey Marie, what do you think could have happened to father? Do you know anything about it, Marie? Funyan. Bond. The hell are you guys? Yeah, what are you doing here? I'm kind of on edge right now. Do me a favor and piss off for now. Okay, guys having a bad day. Alright. There aren't infinite houses here. I'll find Mr. Campbell. That's one of these days. The Imperial faction takes over from the Empire. Takes orders. The Imperial faction takes orders from the Empire, and the Republican faction bends to the Republic's every whim. It's as if the two major powers are playing a game of tug-of-war with Crossbell. Joanna. What's wrong, Joanna? Nothing, my lady. It's just that a new edition of the Crossbell Times was to be released today, but it hasn't arrived yet. Gotta go ask about this later. Oh. You must be living a very peaceful life. How little must you have going on in your life, where like your biggest worry is, oh, the newspaper didn't arrive at the usual time today. Oh, bother. Oh, dear. Speaker Harmon is here, Mr. Henry. Short unified diet. For him to sit silently in his chair. A lot of likes to continue as this. I can only imagine torment the master. She'll never forgive that vile man. That vile motherfucker. If only I could get my hands on this little throat. On this throat. And squeeze. Buh. None of these houses were Campbell's house. I'll find it eventually. Oh, is this it? This is the house of Representative Campbell who sent the request. Ow, I just hit myself. We're searching for someone important, right? Sounds like the representative was freaking the hell out. He was freaking. It doesn't Mademoiselle's Gramps live around these parts. We were just there, Randy. About as much as fellow neighbors would know each other. Representative Campbell is an ambitious man, so driven by his passion for politics that he often brushes aside everything else. He's so political, he buys every single game and beats it all. 100%. I see, that matches the way I had envisioned him in my head. He is so political, he's on Twitter, and that's about it. Either way, he's requesting our assistance. Let's try asking about it if he's home. Yell, like, "Hey! Anybody in there? Hey!" Okay. Crossbell City House. Yeah, this is labeled as just house as well. So, like, I would just have to guess to see, to see what's up with this dude. Oh, hello. Are you Mr. Campbell? Unbelievable. What a foolish thing to do. Why would I replace Paul McCartney after he died and pretend to be him forever? No. I will never do that so long as my name is Joseph Campbell. We must find a way to retrieve her, Representative Campbell. Excuse me, gentlemen. Gentlemen, plural, we're here regarding the support request. Are you the CBT something or other section? What a relief. We're becoming so desperate that we'd be willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel, of the Donkey Kong barrel. Just a moment, are you not Ellie, Major McDowell's granddaughter? Why have you come? What the? It's been some time, Representative. She pulls out a lightsaber. I must kill you now. As it stands, I'm currently employed by the CPD. I visited you as a detective of the Triple S today. Okay. I suppose the mayor is neutral. Nothing to be concerned about then. But Representative, the Imperial faction's cunning members rely on underhanded tactics. What if they catch wind of this incident? Guessing this could blow up into a major political fallout, eh, mademoiselle? It's impossible. It's possible. Talking to Diet members always makes me feel uncomfortable. Excuse me, Representative Campbell. Could you describe the situation to us in great detail? You have a troubled look on your face. I seem to recall the support request seeking assistance in search of an important person. Right you are. I've run into a bit of a snag, see? I have no choice but to explain the situation to you. Let me make one thing clear to you. It is a politically sensitive matter. This video game is fucking political, and if you say the politics are not in video games and you're fucking delusional and you're stupid and you start crying like a baby. There is politics in games. There is in every single one. Validate my opinion. I'm such an activist. I'm so cool. I'm cooler than you. The Republican faction has been placed into a difficult situation. This must remain strictly confidential. Understood. We'll promise to keep this under wraps. We sure to remain silent about the investigation, Representative, with a capital R. Bitch. Very well then, listen up. A certain member of our faction has disappeared. Captured by aliens. I saw the UFO beam him up. Could you elaborate? So it happens to be my very own daughter. She's run away from home along with our maid. Oh, so it's two people. This dude's still acting pompous after his daughter pieced out. By daughter, you're referring to Carla. We were classmates in Sunday school. So it's personal. Now really, the representative and his daughter have never been on particularly good terms. Their relationship seems to be entirely compromised at petty arguments. Oof. The timing couldn't be worse. Our main supporter, Heiwe, oh shit, was raided this morning. Dealing with the aftermath has been cumbersome. That utterly foolish daughter of mine, I would normally leave her to her own devices during a hectic period like this. Normally I wouldn't give a shit about her, but now I do. Recent reports have shown the Mafia spats becoming more dangerous. It's far too dangerous to leave two girls wandering around on their own. I'd be worried about your daughter's well-being if I were you, just in general, not just today. You motherfucker. Not only that, but if this were to become publicized, the Imperial faction could use it as ammunition against me. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that one line to be like, well, it would make me look bad. It's like, this guy's a piece of shit. You can't put your guard down during the diet, so I would prefer to avoid any scandals about how much of a horrible father I am. And with that, I request you, the Triple S, to discreetly apprehend and return my daughter to me. Oh boy, it all comes down to protecting his reputation then. Gosh, what a fucker. Suppose that's how these bigwigs think. Yeah, I already assumed as much. Well, it's clear that he's concerned for her, I guess, to some extent. There's a fair chance she might be in harm's way after all. Yeah, when it comes to these... This is horrible. Catching myself on camera, just like, yeah, digging for gold and then going... I gotta pull out the Kleenex for that one. I see like anime characters in Grand Blue Fantasy, like the guy Soritz or whatever, that character, he like does this and just like blows on it. I'm like, what do you get out of your ear where you can just blow on it and it goes away? Absolutely not. Like whenever I pick my ear with either my finger or like with a Q-tip or something, it's the same as like when you watch the Shrek movie, Shrek 1, where he pulls out like a whole candle out of his ear, like, you know? And the same shit happens to me. Is like, I look at it and it's like, oh my god, it has like a fucking pulse. It's going, daddy. It's like, gotta get rid of it. I'm not ready for fatherhood yet. Yeah. I mean, now that I'm doing this on camera, I might as well do the other ear. And it's impressive how much like earwax gets into your ear, and I'm pretty diligent about it. Like after I take a shower every day, I take one of those little like swabs and I don't just like clean like the inside of the ear, but like around it, right? Like the entire like vicinity of it, and it comes out like freaking looking gray, like gray with brown and stuff. It's like all a bunch of dirt and gunk and stuff. Yeah, for me, I get like I spawn a brand new species of living creature every time I pick something out of my ears. So I'm like, I don't know in what world you can just go like that and it goes away. No, I still got a fucking like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fucking Secret of the Ooze in my fucking pinky finger. Smells awful too. I've been using this tissue for like this little napkin for like 3 days. This has been useful for like a million things, but now it's all crumpled up and beyond using. You sound and look like a little bitch. Well, that's what I am, the Little Bitch Network. Please like and subscribe for if you're a little bitch just like me. We need to be together, okay? We need a brotherhood of little bitches. We can't all just be alone in the world. Anyway, here we go. I bet you smell like Cheetos and Gatorade. Sorry. Hey, Doritos and Mountain Dew. Okay, get it right. Okay? Agreed. We understand the situation. We accept your request to search for your daughter. There we go. We're gonna go. If you're not gonna care for your own kid, we'll take care of the kid. Think Aidios. Bring her back immediately. Great. No sense of happiness or anything. Just bring her back. Make me look good. I can't promise we'll be able to do it quickly, but we'll locate your daughter and provide protection until we've safely brought her home. Very well. I suppose I'll rely on you for the time being. Alright. Proceed however you like. His daughter left a note. Oh, great. That might be like a clue. Does it have a blue paw print on it? Thank you for letting us know. We'll take a look at it then. Alright. Search for the important person. Someone's kid. Do you say anything else? Runs a strict household. I know exist on Twitch as well. Oh boy, you should be afraid. Anybody that's on Twitch, be scared. His suffocating nature could be the reasoning behind their discord. Despite that, she still adhered to his rule and joined them for breakfast. How am I privy to such knowledge? I ate breakfast with them, of course. Well. I love the writing in these games. I love even more that people care enough, give enough of a shit to translate all this. Alright, Miss Carla was present for breakfast this morning. Alright. Visited the Campbell estate. Daughter ran away from home. Let's check a note in her room. Why did I leave the house? Partly because I wasn't paying attention. Where's her room? Can't be here. Between the dying meeting and the hay incident in the morning is absolutely exhausting. She's a defiant type, yeah. I'm gonna sneeze again. I just threw out that tissue and now I feel like I need another one. Hold on. Let me pull another one out. I can feel it. I can feel the sneeze coming. Me and my nose. Me and my crappy nose. But hey, I haven't been sniffling anywhere near as frequently as I do usually, so... You know, progress. She left her a message in this notebook, alright. Let's see. I've had enough of you and your insistence on only doing as you please. So now, I shall look at my own Pornhub tags, you know, upon my own volition. I'll look up my own porn. I don't have to watch your porn all the time. I'll do as I please. Goodbye, Carla. I brought the maid with me. If you're bothered that your meals will no longer be made for you, then I'm glad. Jeez. Where do we even begin? Classic case of the apple not falling far from the tree. She's not any less selfish than him. Representative Campbell is the type to put his work ahead of his home. Now that I think about it, Carla would often complain about her father in Sunday school. I wouldn't be surprised if a sudden falling out caused her to run away from home. The notebook fails to provide a clue about where we should begin the search. The only detail given was that she ran away from home by her own volition. Based on her note, I think it'd be fair for us to assume something. Suddenly ran away, she planned? She must have run away unexpectedly. As Ellie mentioned, the sudden falling out may have caused her to run away. She was pretty pissed, pretty peeved, based on the note. I would consider that a reasonable deduction. I figure if she planned this whole thing out, the note would have been longer and filled with more resentment, more details, right? How long ago do you think she ran away from home? I mean, they did say that she had breakfast with us, right? It hasn't been too long. Her search will be more difficult if she's gone far. Gone about the representative told us, he probably left this morning, yesterday, or just now. You're planning for breakfast? Okay, yeah. She would still be able to catch up with her, so I'll know where the hell she ran off to, though. I think we should ask her friends about it. Maybe she got a clue or two for us. We don't have the time for that. If we consider the circumstances, there's a place you could have visited. She left this morning without having planned to. Considering that there's one place in particular she likely had to visit first. Crossbell Cathedral. City Hall. The IBC. I mean, Sunday school, right? She made her way to the cathedral. She's a person of faith. She may want to offer a prayer. I don't recall her being particularly pious. We have concluded that she ran away suddenly. It's not probable she was carrying a scarce amount of mirror on her person. Oh, get money? Okay. That's probably the most logical course of action. Okay, well, I didn't fucking know how much money she had. And I didn't know how religious she was. Make her way to the IBC with haste. Alright, let's hastily go to the IBC. Alright. Bitch team, little bitch team, assemble. Let's go. Off to the bank. To the IBC. I like those pictures over there of Rishia and the other girl, Ilya. Over there. Can we go in there? How much you want to bet that we can actually go in there and talk to them? That'd be cool. And you guys are just waiting in line? Today's show has finally begun. I don't have a ticket. That won't stop me from cheering to Lady Ilya from afar. Okay. Arkansas hired a new assistant sometime recently. Get the impression she's pretty unfriendly. She usually glares at me. Okay, who's this assistant? She's not gonna be trouble, are we? Thank you for coming. Ellie and Rishi are currently occupied. We can't. Oh, well. They pressed the go away button. Some guy had an insane stroke of luck. Alright. Same thing as before. Administrative district. This is City Hall and stuff like that. Where was the other? Oh, the other mission was at the cathedral. Is Grace here? Crossbell News Service. There she is. Investigation awaits. How'd you guys get tangled up with that lecture kid anyhow? We kinda just bumped into him by accident. We don't really know what the guy's deal is. Much less why he's in Crossbell. We're at a loss. I do feel like I've heard that name somewhere before though. Lecter, just where was it? We think he's from the Empire, if that helps. Perhaps you've heard about him while reporting there? Ooh, that might have been it. But where exactly in the Empire? We have bigger fish to fry with all this other coverage that requires a Grace touch. I'm gonna cover the diet. Does that mean I have to cover the gulp? Cover the gulp. Alright, temporarily. If I try to go up the stairs, they're gonna be like, no, there's people working there. Stop. Stop it. I was out on a walk earlier, got sure when an angry police officer stopped me. Yeah, we're trading, never heard of him. Some angry, Okay, so everybody's still, reacting to the... Hey. Couldn't catch him. He's like the male guy from Legend of Zelda. We saw a report about a shooting that took place in the Harbor District. Kind of got the Brazos or Trafalgar in Underworld. Okay, yeah, so we've already been here, we've already visited this place, and there's supposed to be more guards, and now less people. Everybody's afraid. We made it. They're running a huge-ass facility when we come here. I presume the representative's runaway daughter may have stopped here. Shall we inquire with the receptionist? Let's ask Lamfei to see if she knows anything about it. Alright, Lamfei. Trader Rizero, temporary suspension of the Crossbell Times. I'm outraged. Oh. Where am I gonna read the funnies? Where am I gonna read my Garfield comics? Hi again, Miss McDowell. Do you need help with anything? Hi, Lamfei. I'm just here to ask you a quick question. Did a lady by the name of Carla step by here today? I think she may have been here with a maid. I just seem to remember Carla coming by earlier. She told me she had urgent business to discuss with Miss Croyce. With Belle. Miss Croyce consented to it, so I directed her to the top floor. This all happened about an hour ago. Ooh, do you mind if we go and ask Maribel? It should be told we're conducting an investigation. You should be okay to talk with her right now. She's currently in the CEO's office. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get cracking. Let's do it. What about you? Okay, nothing to worry about inside the building. Let's go up. Yay. The CEO's office. Well, I guess you have to be all the way to the top, right? Bing bong. Oh, I like that the camera moves so smoothly. Look at that. Smooth. Is this a CEO's office? No, I just see a bed and I see dolls. This is probably Maribel's. Squish a doll that exhibits lifelike features. Can't imagine what fate is in store for us if we scratch it. So let's keep our hands to ourselves. Okay. There we go. Oh, hello. Walking in place like usual. I'm so sick of this. I've been stuck in meetings all day thanks to those Ravash buffoons. Fortunately enough, I don't think their little raid will affect our stock prices negatively. Grrr, I almost want to kick down their door and demand compensation for all the hassle they put me through. Your life never seems to get any easier. It's especially bad, she said with a smile on her face. It's like especially bad right now, since father is away at the moment. Did you need something? Judging by the crowd you've brought with you, it doesn't seem to be a personal issue. There's something I need to ask you, Belle. Carla should have stopped by the ABC earlier today. Did you happen to see her? Carla? Yeah, she was here. She and I are acquaintances through our social circles. Can you claim she had some kind of personal emergency? She withdrew every last Mira in her savings account. Ooh, we're right on the money. Why'd you have to speak directly to you? You'd think the receptionist would have been able to handle her request just fine. It has to do with the amount she withdrew. Under normal circumstances, you would need to fill out the appropriate paperwork. Today was an exception. As you might be able to surmise, I'm unable to disclose the exact amount she withdrew. That said, it was in the hundreds of thousands of Mira. Fuck me. An exorbitant amount of money. Carla's attempting to run away from home. We've been tasked with bringing her back safely. Do you know where she might have gone? Oh, that would explain her rash behavior. Judging by the amount she withdrew, I would assume she's planning to relocate to a foreign country. Damn. Literally just skipping the not just skipping town, skipping the whole ass country. That could be it. Does she have a destination in mind? Now that I think of it, I recall a conversation between her and her maid about sightseeing in Gransel. Oh my god, she's going all the way over there. All the way to Liberal. I believe Carla ordered her maid to make hotel reservations there. Yeah, Liberal's capital city. She's ditching this joint for Liberal. Liberal or Liberal. She must have departed for the airport then. We may be able to arrive in time if we proceed with haste. We must notify the airport's receptionist. Let's hurry. Sorry to bother you. Appreciate your co-op. See you later. Sure. How the hell does that character turn into like a fucking crazy fucking evil bad guy? Should know how to keep busy. Just by what I've seen of this character, like to me it just seems totally, you know, out of left field to see her just fucking heel turn in the way that she does. But maybe in Trails to Azure we see. Maybe later we see what happens. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Have we ever been to the airport? Like, have we ever had a reason to actually go? I think this would be, as far as I know, I mean, we've been playing this game for 70 hours, so I might have forgotten that in hour 22 maybe there is something. But I can't remember ever actually having to go to the airport for a mission. I've been there just to like fuck around and see what's there, but like not actually to like for anything important. My good situation, break out of conflict, they'll be on my wildest dreams. Gotta rearrange the schedule to make sure the team's available 24/7. Okay. Anybody here? Noah, Stellar, Joshua, just Ario, Speedwagon. You've all come. I understand that you've already met with Heiwei's Chow. Yeah, how do you keep doing that? Where do you hear that from? How do you know all these things? Information like that will reach our ears within minutes. From what I gathered, Heiwei doesn't plan on exacting their revenge quite yet, correct? Yeah, sounds about right. Still doesn't change the fact that we're on the verge of a messy situation. We cannot discount the possibility of their main headquarters intervening either. The issue that Heiwei is a massive crime syndicate wholly responsible for controlling Calvert's underworld. Damn. They've split the organization into numerous smaller units, so they're essentially divided. Chow may be able to prevent them from retaliating prematurely. Well informed. I find myself traveling to the Republic on work-related business frequently. Yin may be dangerous, but I don't believe them to be a ruthless murderer of the innocent. I'm far more worried about Ravash, quite frankly. Kind of organization. See that Max Bully comes as a surprise? Garcia's foothold in the ranks may be slipping. I suspect something deeper may be going on behind the scenes. Oh. And that's where you talk to these characters twice. Yeah, that's another fucked up part. Not only do the NPCs change their dialogue all the time, but also if you talk to them more than once, it's highly likely that there'll be something new that they say. Shan-Shan. Puck and Rooster are always so energetic. Used to go to Sunday school with them. I'm a little jealous of their friendship. Alright. Father? What's up? Slurp. Soup came out well today. Alright. Nothing here. I too remember being here. And checking on how these dudes were doing. I'm craving some Panda Express. I know that's kind of a random thought to have, but... my hometown is pretty notorious for its amazing tasting Chinese food. But, we don't really have... Over here where I'm living at, in all America, we don't have Chinese places that are anywhere near as good. It just doesn't compare. It really doesn't compare. Panda Express is tasty. It is tasty. You see, where I come from, we have Chinese restaurants fucking everywhere. Literally everywhere. And they're all delicious and amazing. And then when I moved over here to America, I was like, where am I gonna get Chinese food? And there's places like P.F. Chang's and Panda Express and stuff, and I've never been to P.F. Chang's. I've only been to Panda Express. And 50 billion restaurants, yeah. And people always talk about Panda Express like it's, you know, like Chinese McDonald's or some shit, right? like it's the place that you go, right? That's like your first instinct whenever you want to eat something resembling Chinese cuisine or something. And so, like, you know, most people go there, and there's a Panda Express very close to where I live, is literally like 5 minutes away. The thing is that I usually don't eat out. I don't like eating out too often. For me, anything that's eating out is like sometimes, you know, occasionally. But I had Panda Express last week. And honestly, I loved it. I really loved it. And, I usually like to order the brown rice, the fried rice, and then the orange chicken, and then after that, the other thing, the third thing that I order, that's like a wild card, right? It could be anything. It could be the beef and broccoli, which I like. It could also be the chow mein. It could be a teriyaki. Literally, just for me, if you want to make me happy, just give me a bowl of like teriyaki chicken with some rice, and I'm gonna love you forever. With teriyaki sauce, obviously. And so, I went ahead and I just ordered that last week. And it was, the servings are big. You know, I had to, like, you know, put it on the fridge and save it for later. But, it was, as somebody that's, like, really well versed in, like, you know, actual Chinese food made by actual Chinese people, it was low-key really good. It was kind of delicious. I liked it a lot. And then, my fortune cookie, which is not a Chinese thing, I know, before some smart ass comes in and says, did you know that fortune cookies are not a Chinese thing? I know. But, I opened up my fortune cookie, and it said, you will soon begin a new and fulfilling career. That's what it says. And, it's funny, because, like, a couple days after that, I had a job interview at the job that I've been hinting at, and I landed that job pretty nicely. So, maybe it is true. Maybe I am about to land a really good, a nice and fulfilling career. But yeah, it's great. But I usually don't go to fast food places or anything frequently. And if I do, it's like maybe once every couple weeks or something. And so, congrats. Yeah, thank you. But I don't know, man. Ever since that day that I went, I've wanted to go again pretty badly. I don't know. Probably because I've been putting a bit of an effort at trying to stay away from like the typical like burgers and fries and soda kind of combo, right? Like Carl's Jr., McDonald's and stuff like that, you know? If I'm gonna go and eat out, I would very much rather go somewhere, you know, like a combo, like a Carl's Jr. combo is like $12 just for me, right? It's like $9 or like 10 plus tax, right? It's like you end up spending like $9 to maybe even $12 just spending it on fast food, right? So I'm like, if I'm gonna spend that much, then I want it to be fucking good, right? So instead I go to like Red Robin or something like that, or I go to Five Guys. I've never been to Five Guys before, but I've passed through Five Guys before. I've seen it, I've passed through it, and I'm always like, I'm gonna go to Five Guys one day, and I've never been. Hey, THP, is Crossbell with its freedom still intact? Yeah, exactly. Congrats on the job, thank you. Excuse me, do you have a moment? We have a bit of an emergency. Oh dear, what is it? An individual by the name of Carla Campbell should have boarded an outgoing flight to Liberal. Yeah, we were wondering, has that airship finished boarding yet? If you'll give me a moment. But yeah, as much as I love going to like Jack in the Box and getting myself like a big old burger or a Carl's Jr. or whatever, I right now, for 2022, I want to try my best to like stay away from that as much as I can. Because there are other smaller restaurant places that charge you less money for more food. For example, there's a taco place that I like to go. And on Wednesdays, I always go there because they have tacos for $1 of any kind that you want. On any other day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all days of the week, they have one specific kind of taco that you can order for $1. But on Wednesdays is all tacos for $1. And I order 4 because they're tiny. They're like small ass little things. So I order 4 of them and a drink, and that's $7. And I could just not order the drink and that'd be less money, right? So I'm almost spending like $5 or $6 on like a big meal, right? Which is like half the price of like a generic like Carl's Jr. combo, and so I'm saving myself a lot of money. And then with Panda Express, is also what, like $7? Well, just like the big thing, just for me. Like, it's not that expensive. For 10 to 15 bucks, I'd much rather buy Asian food somewhere, or even like Olive Garden deals. At least those last at least 2 meals. Yeah. They're big. There's also like a Mexican food place down the street from where I live. I can literally just walk there. And you can spend, what, like 12 bucks? No, like $9 on a quesadilla. But it's not small. It is ginormous. It is really, really, really big. And that's literally 2 meals right there. I cut it in half and I eat one half now, and then like at night I eat the other half. Yeah. But yeah, who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll do a Panda Express mukbang. Because I really... it was great the last time that I ate there, so I kind of want to go again. I'm not like these people that like eat out every day. That's awful. I like to cook and cook my own stuff, and my brother cooks a lot of stuff too. So we mostly eat here, but when we do eat out, it's usually good. Congratulations on getting that job. Thank you. I start on Tuesday. I'm terribly sorry, but Carla Campbell wasn't listed as a passenger. Are you positive? Yes, I'm a very optimistic person. That's strange. I could have sworn that she planned on taking this flight. Me too. There's only one flight scheduled today that's heading for the Burl, right? Correct, and it has not departed yet. Pardon me. Oh, she's right here. I knew it. You're the police, aren't you? Wait, aren't you Marcia? Marcia. One of the maids at Representative Campbell's mansion. Are you the maid that ran away with Carla? Yeah, that's right. Put your fucking hands up. Pull out a gun. Lady Carla never intended to go to Liberal in the first place. That was merely a rumor she spread to throw her father off her tracks. Oh. She plans to live in the home of an acquaintance in the Republic of Calvert. She's going to Calvert? Shit, she must have gone to the station then. If you hurry, you might make it in time. I'm sorry, my lady has caused so much trouble for everyone. But if at all possible, please bring Lady Carla back. I'm sorry. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. Girl's got regrets. Time to roll. If she's Republic-bound, not Earth-bound, the train will be departing in a matter of minutes. Oh, typical romantic comedy setup. And she's about to leave the plane. You gotta get her back. Thanks, Marcia. You're a big help. Marcia, could you go inform the representative of what's happened? You can, bring Carla back to us. Please. Leaving Lady Carla in your hands. Alright, let's run. Oh, and Lloyd specifically said, there's no reason for us to be here when I got close. Why not? Why not just let me come in? Oh, there we go. Bracers. We're about to start investigating that mess with the Mafia. Are you in a hurry or something? We plan to split the workload with Wenzel and the others, and then start our investigation. Let us know if you figure anything out. Still have any concrete leads? On the pills. Let's not mention it to them yet. Alright. Imperial companies to work for a young struggle to me very often. Demand job, keep it sharp, my age, more than welcome. Grandpa, I made it to the station. If you don't leave for day. Talk. Cover up our damn bar the wine. Bar do dang. A sincere lunchbox as opposed to a lion lunchbox. Happy ham sandwich. Crossbell times. My arm is itchy. Okay. Quattro. Heads up, an Erebonian-bound train will be making a short stop for inspection soon. Stay sharp and keep your eyes peeled. He's always so strict. I know what to do. I want to kiss him really hard. How about you? My boyfriend, well, my ex-boyfriend, dumped me. I've decided to try to ease the heartbreak by traveling abroad. This isn't the end for me. Just watch. I'll find a foreign guy at least 10 times as cool as that jerk. Oh, that sucks. I'm planning to visit Calvert's Eastern Quarter. If I get tickets to see that gambler Jack stage play, that'd be great. Based off of the best-selling novel of the same name. Excuse me, I understand maybe in a hurry. Try to refrain from running on the platforms. I'll run whenever the fuck I want to. I'm a police officer. I can do whatever I want. Attention all passengers. Step back from the edge of the platform once the departing trains begin to ring. Refrain from leaning forwards at all times. High speed, thank you for understanding. You're the only one I haven't talked to. You know how relations between Erebonia and Calvert were pretty bad around the time of the 100 Days War, right? During that period, railway operations shut down and travelers lingering in Crossbell were forced to stay put. The system was revised to prevent a similar situation from ever happening again. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, like, where do I actually go for this? The train bound for the Republic is now departing. If you're not boarding the train, please, step back to the center of the platform. Hold up, is that the train the representative's daughter is riding? We still have a bit of time. Let's board. Oh god, we're just gonna go in? Uh-oh. Oh shit, now it's moving. Oh, we were supposed to do this whole investigation about the drugs and stuff, and now we're fucking taking a train to Calvert. Great. This is a side quest. Could you believe that? Congratulations. Thank you, Hasiel. Thank you, everybody, for congratulating me on fucking finally, after, like, God knows how long, actually getting like a legitimate job. And you know what the most frustrating part is that as soon as I got the job, there was another person that called me up saying, "You're perfect for this role, let's talk." And I'm like, fuck. I already accepted something else, but hey. I only get liberals help stop the Empire from being Crossbell. We cut that close. I wonder if we'll get in trouble for not following protocol and not buying a ticket. Officers should be allowed to board trains during emergencies, so we don't have to worry about that. The problem remains, what do we do now? The plan was to convince Carla to return home, correct? Very well. I like that the text box also shakes when the train is moving. We can't ride on the train forever, you know. So I gotta drop off those drugs in St. Ursula, ain't that right? That's true. Did not come this far to simply give up. Yeah, I know. The next stop is Altair, located at the western edge of Calvert. We should have about 30 minutes. Until then, let's keep trying to persuade her to come home. Roger, I'm no quitter. Alright, I hope our words can get through to her. I mean, Ellie is gonna be doing most of the work, I assume. She's your friend. I'm returning home to Altair. After a nice short vacation, my wife and kid are waiting for me. Can't wait to see their faces again. Wow, incredible. Start behaving right this instant. Is that her misbehaving? Like, you will never say "wow, incredible" in front of my face ever again. The inspection officer was eyeing everyone up and down. I know it's a routine thing, but it still grinds my gears. You know what grinds my gears? Inspectors. Sure are impatient. We still have a long way to go before we reach the Republican capital, so you should relax a bit. We literally just, you know, started moving. Snap, snap. Our big, railway trip. I gotta capture our memory. This place is pretty glum. Makes it sort of hard to read in peace. Maybe I should move to a window seat. When you talk Calvert, you have to mention their gourmet dishes. Of course, there's hot springs too. I'm so excited for this girl's only trip. Trust me, my husband would have been a massive buzzkill. Where's the girl? There she is. It's Carla. Finally found her. Good to persuade her to return home. The odds of her listening to reason is still slim. We can't see her face. I want to go talk to her and like she turns around and it's not her. It's some guy with like a Luigi face. A mustache and everything. Orit State is my homeland. You see, that's where I'm taking my grandchild. Grandpa's hometown sounds super awesome. Couldn't stop talking about the farms. Wah ha ha ha. I can't get enough of those, I tell you what. I don't care who you are out there. Alright. Hello? Don't tell me Marcia missed the train. Guess I'm all alone now. Can I handle this? Long time no see, Carla. Ellie, where are you? What are you doing? What a coincidence running into you here. Are these your friends? Or are you planning to spend a day or two in the Republic? Well, Carla, how should I start this? Oh god, I knew they were gonna make me choose. I came to take you home. We're on a trip to the Republic. Let's just tell her the truth. Don't tell me that father put you up to this. How wrong I was. Those aren't friends. Those are your colleagues, aren't they? Your efforts are in vain. I shall never return home. Because being blunt was a mistake. Tell me about it. I'm sorry, everyone, but I made her even more stubborn. Be that as it may, why exactly did you run from home in the first place? Judging by the note you left, it is obvious that you had some motive behind it. Well, it's a long story. Hey, THP, it's bad ever happened to Calvert. I have no idea what you just wrote. I don't understand. It's a long story. My father's always ordering me around, filling my life with rules and more rules. Once, he doesn't even respect himself. He never wipes his butt whenever he leaves the toilet. He never flushes. But he tells me to flush all the time. You know, he criticizes me whenever I leave my poops on the toilet, but he can leave his poop in the toilet, huh? This morning was a perfect example of it. He left 2 poops in the toilet, and I just about had it. I will never forgive him for what he did. Which was... whatever it was, it sounds bad. Oh, it smelled bad, too. After breakfast, he walked into my room without knocking. That's it. Of course it's not just that. What if I was changing and he saw my sexy naked body? And he pinned me down in the bed and started doing things to me. Not that I would ever want him to do that, mind you, but... More importantly, Father's the one always lecturing me about how I should always knock. And even though he throws a fit when I forget to do so. This morning, he calmly strode into my room, commanding me to do this and that, and to attend a dinner party in the evening, and he pries into every single small detail of my private life. It's like he can't do anything but that. I can relate to how she feels, but this is nothing more than a misunderstanding between father and daughter. How should we handle this? Is your father to blame? Do you try locking your door? Why don't you start locking the door to your room? That's not the point. The point is that I can't forgive him for being the only one allowed to be selfish in that house. I've heard enough. I'm going to Calvert and that's that. Father can do whatever he wants for all I care. Still, this is the first time I've ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go through with this plan was because Marcia said she'd accompany me. I think I get the gist of this mess, but she still looks hesitant, huh? She never had the strongest heart to begin with. She ran out of the house in a hurry, but I bet with every step she became more and more uneasy. Then she should almost be at her breaking point. It's dangerous to travel alone. Your father's worried about you? Oh, I understand that. But that's exactly why I'm going in the first place. I'm going to show father that I mean business. If that's how you feel, it's probably useless to try and convince her any further. We should be arriving at Altair momentarily. Time's up. Carla, could you at least tell us how to get in contact with you in Calvert? I think that would be enough for your father to back off. Was there a right answer for this? I don't know. I feel like I completely screwed it up. One of the others transferred an Altair for the return trip, and then 30 minutes later. Why does nothing bad ever happen to Calvert? I have no idea. I don't know who Calvert is. And if you mean Calvert as in like the city, like the Republic of Calvert, then you clearly haven't played Kuro no Kiseki, the new game that hasn't come out in English yet. I'm sure there's going to be problems there. In beautiful PlayStation 4 quality. We're finally back. Well, various factors delayed our return. Ah, you're all back. Where is she? Where's Lady Carla? Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we weren't able to convince her to come home. We parted with Carla once we reached the Republic. I'm deeply sorry we listened to your story, and yet we still managed to fail. No, it's okay. Don't blame yourselves. This isn't my fault. I failed to prevent her from leaving. How will I ever break this to the Master? I may very well be relieved of my duties. Leave contacting Representative Campbell to me. Don't worry. I'll try to smooth things over, so you should just return for now. You do that for me? I'll take my leave and count on you. Thank you for all you've done today. She bows deeply. Okay, let's see how this pans out. Did we really do our best this time? Wow. I have his contact information. Tell him the representative the truth is the least we can do. You're right. Thankfully, we're able to confirm her safety. I'm sure the representative will be relieved to hear as such. I'll take care of that. I'll have to debrief him before Marcia returns home. Alright, is this like actually how this is supposed to go? Or is this like some other like alternate timeline where I totally failed and I could have just convinced her? Ellie called a representative and explained the events that took place. How did he take it? You've done enough, was all he said. Damn, that about sums up his feelings. We have fulfilled our obligations. Shall we head back? We still have other matters to address for the day. Good call. Shall we get to it? Alright, it was completed. It seems like we might have fucked it up. Was there a way to like get her back? When was the last time that I saved? It right at the beginning, huh? Before I even did any of this. Oh boy. Okay, I do want to see like how does it look here? Does it show us like a little? We couldn't convince her to come back with us. She agreed to give us her contact info to pass on to the representative. I'm not happy with this. I feel like we could have convinced her. But I don't know. Collecting flowers for resting place. I don't remember. Fuck. All right, you know what? I'm gonna make a separate save of this. There we go. I'm gonna save it now. Did you just get back from Calvert? I'd also really like to take a trip out there someday. When I was out there, they're having time of my life. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just have that different save file on there, and if there is a way to get her back and resolve that a little differently, then I'll be sure to reload on my save and do it right. It's probably the same no matter what, and you get extra DP, but I don't know. I mean, it felt a little too anticlimactic. It just felt like, oh, well, we failed. You know? Called the guy up. He's upset. Alright. You know? Even, like, Randy was like, did we really do our best this time? Like, he was kind of questioning, like, wow, you did it in the worst possible way. What's the name of the quest? Well, you're about to see. Yeah, 3 points and we got the reward. I'll look it up because I'm curious. Yeah, okay, you tell me how it is. Search for an important person. Chapter 4 of the story. Let's see. I don't care about being spoiled here. You can just tell me. Just lay it on me. I haven't played the game because it's not out yet. Yeah, that's what I said, dude. But if there's a whole ass game that takes place in Calvard, maybe your critical thinking will tell you, huh, maybe something bad does happen there. Bye, THP. Bye. If the result does change drastically and you are able to change things, then I will reload right now and just redo it. I can just fast forward, no problem. But if it really is just like extra points that you get and nothing else, then I'll just leave it like this. I don't really mind not getting like 1 or 2 points extra. You're so not fair. Why would you show off all the tasty food while in the middle of my diet? Snacks are just so peak. Oof. Oof. Literally oof. Alright, so we gotta go to the... yeah, Maine's Mountain Path, because that's where the cathedral is at, right? The church. To the God Church. Go, 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 go. All of the people in this town must have legs of steel. They always gotta walk or run everywhere. Cars are just barely new, so, you know. My eyes are getting a little dry. Oh, 3 hours already. I might actually have to stop right here. Yeah, it's 10. Yeah, I don't wanna eat and have it be too late. I might just do the intro to this. Well, I want to see the result. I want to see what Hasio says about the quest. But I might end it right here. Actually, let's finish. Let's finish this quest. Let's finish this. Let's take care of all of the side stuff. And then maybe tomorrow we can do a Senran Kagura stream. I'm actually not gonna play this tomorrow. But on Monday we can do the main story and stuff. I felt the Crossbell has become more dangerous than its past years. We must protect the cathedral and the children attending Sunday school with all of our might, with all of my key energy. Mom lets us play here on the days we're off. Kind of always have a playground like this and not use it. What's the plan? All this running around and making me tired. Let's go chat with that one sister. With that one sis. Alright, so we gotta go to the back of the cathedral. Tamil and Hamel come here to play quite often. The sad thing is I still can't tell who's who. Especially with names like those. Every single time there's twin characters, I always gotta have similar sounding names. I was like Bob and Rob. Or Mickey and Bicky. Or something like that. Some stupid. If it's a guy and a girl and they're twins, Mickey and Vicky. Mr. Quinn, sorry to bother you. The police? I didn't do it. That's right, sir. We're here to kill you. Well then. He pulls out a lightsaber. I want you to bring me 3 different kinds of flowers for an offering. Can you go on and fetch them now? Yeah, sure. Good deal. Yeah, we didn't walk all the way here to say, no, we can't get your fucking flowers, dude. I'll get straight to the point. Got pen and paper on you? I'll tell you which flowers you need to collect. Ready for the first one? Height. See how I'm writing it down? Roger. First, the Levis flower. Please leave us. You'll find them blooming near the police academy. On the west Crossbell. Oh, I gotta travel all over Crossbell to get these damn flowers. We have the Requiem flower. Tally's general store on West Street sells them. Finally, there's Fennel flower. You know that watchtower in your Crossbell's east exit? They're usually at the foot of it. They tend to bloom near similar flowers, too. Careful not to overlook them. Once you're done, I'd like you to bring them all to me. It ends pretty drastically? Okay, then we're reloading our save then. May I ask why you specifically want these 3 flowers? Red, blue, and white symbolize the repose of the soul here in Crossbell. Flowers of these colors are arranged into bouquets, which are traditionally offered during funerals. Is this that language of flowers thing? It's slightly different from floriography, Randy. It would not be a stretch to claim that these flowers resemble Crossbell state colors. Tricolored bouquet was offered at Guy's funeral too. Sir? What's with the silent treatment? Shows that I'm a bit disappointed your generation is so unaware of these old traditions. But on the other hand, that ignorance should provide you with a bit of an extra challenge. Sorry. Sorry, man. I'm not around dead people all the time. I ain't even from Crossbell to begin with. That's my excuse. You know what to do. Off you go. Okay. Well, sorry, old man. But we're gonna have to travel back in time. Gotta go back in time. Alright, but we know where to go now. Let's go. Turbo speed times 2. And I can go even faster if I want. And then go to the here, get the node, suddenly ran away from home. Yeah. There we go. Alright, now I know the answers to a lot of this. So where am I supposed to go next? Oh, go talk to the representative again, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and so we get the little detail that she was here, and then come over here, read the note again. Okay, yeah, this morning. The IBC, right? Makes sense to me. Our SKP probably needed some dough for her getaway. Suppose that's the most logical step she would take, eh? If she suddenly left, then she wouldn't have much time to pack. The IBC is certainly a possibility. There we go. Let's go there, ASAP. Alright, run. That's enough of that. Harbor District. I wasted a lot of time just talking to NPCs, and that's when you realize, oh, that's why my gameplay time is 70 hours. I just talk to people most of the time. Hey, yo, what you gonna do? Oh my god, look at all this. All this talking. You start to realize that most of the game is just dialogue. Dialogue-y. Running really fast. Gotta run as fast as you can. Where the better run the band, let a girl better move better. Shabba-dee-ba-doo-doo-wow, wow, shibba wow, shibba-dee-ba-down, wow. I'm gonna talk. We're gonna catch up to her real fucking fast this way. We're gonna get to her before we, Alright, save my progress. Alright. No, don't load. Save. Alright, chapter 4. Alright, we have saved our progress. If we screw it up, then we can just reload. None of these guys say anything permanent, anything that'll, like, you know, change the game or anything, so yeah. We're on a trip to the Republic. I thought it'd be fun to see a Republic's national orchestra with everyone. Really? Then we can accompany each other until we arrive at the Republican capital. I'm so thankful I ran into you, Ellie. Truth be told, I'm feeling a bit down. After all, I'm alone on this giant train and... Alright, we lower her guard. Why exactly are you here, Carla? Well, it's a long story. My father's always running me around, filling my life with rules. This morning was perfect, I'll never forgive him. Wow, yeah, sounds bad. After breakfast, he walked in without knocking. That's it? What if I was changing? Father's the one who will lecture me that I should always knock, blah, blah, blah. Calmly shut in my room, telling me what to fucking do. He pries into everything. Into every single one of my holes and orifices. Your father is to blame? Did you try locking? No, the last time I said locking the door, she got pissed. Then your father's in the wrong. I can sympathize with you, Carla. You think so? I knew leaving home was the right decision. Still, it's the first time I've ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go, because of Marcia. She looks hesitant. She never had the strongest heart to begin with. She ran out of the house in a hurry, but I bet with every step she became more and more uneasy. Your father worried about you? Your maid is worried? Oh, what do I do here? I think this last one is the one that'll make or break this one. I mean, you came here because you knew you were gonna come here with your maid, alright? So maybe you can say that. If I say father, she's gonna be like, no, not the third one. Yeah, I was thinking, like the first one, nothing really happened, and this one is definitely gonna piss her off. So I guess just the maid, right? That's the only person that she really is attached to, right? If it weren't for her, she wouldn't be on this train. I was wondering why I still hadn't seen Marcia. No, she must have betrayed me, didn't she? Unacceptable. I specifically ordered her not to tell anyone. Please calm down, Carla. It's true that Marcia informed us of the situation, but that's only because she was worried sick about your safety. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. Her words, not mine. Please don't punch me. Marcia, she really said that? I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. That was her farewell before we made our way to the station to find you. Well, I think it'd be best if you had another talk with your pops, instead of running away. Wouldn't it feel better to say what you want to say to his fake? You may be right. I started to think that there was no one on my side. But now there's 4 people, literally. But Marcia's waiting for me. I don't mind returning home. Everyone, perhaps, could you stay with me a little bit longer and let me get everything out of my system? Besides, I need to start thinking about what I should say to Father. Sure, we can do that. We should be near Altair, but we still have the right back. If you want the company, we'd be glad to oblige. There we go. Yeah, I knew it. I had a feeling. Even in the dialogue, they were being really, like, unsubtle about, like, hey, you fucked this part up. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Hasio, for letting me know that it is a different ending. Yeah, it was too anticlimactic. It just reeked. It smelled of, like, you failed the mission, but we're not gonna make you do it again, right? It smelled worse than Representative Campbell's poops that he doesn't flush down the toilet that made her run away in the first place. Alright, here we go. Now it's 5 people. We're finally back. Various factors delayed our return. Sorry for the trouble I caused. I truly thank you for listening to what I had to say. No problem, that ending you had was barely an ending. Yeah, it was nothing. I felt it. My spidey senses were tingling. My hockey was fucking going off, and I was like, no. This is not how this is supposed to end. Please don't worry about it. Who's to say we can't handle consultations? You can count on the Triple S to lend you an ear whenever you need it. Thank you. Ah. There's the maid. Oh, and the dad. Wow. Talk about, like, alternate fucking timelines here. How dare you worry me at a time like this, you daft girl. Speak for yourself, father. You couldn't even bother to find me yourself, so you sent the police in your stead, you fucking little bitch. That guy in the chat called me a little bitch. This guy's a little bitch. Excuse me, Lady Carla. My apologies. I was so terribly worried. So you were in on it too, Marcia. Forgive me. I'm still mad at you, but thank you, Marcia. Will you return to my side? Of course, I'd be happy to. Thanks, heavens. I think I finally made up my mind. I have a request, father. You must knock every time you wish to enter my room. Every time, okay? In addition, you may no longer intrude upon my private life. And if you refuse, I'll be hopping back on the train and I won't look back. And what about all the money that you got out of the bank, huh? You're gonna have to walk all the way back to the IBC and go and deposit it all again? My savings account is still my savings account. Fine, you have to stay home and behave yourself for a while first. You're honoring my request, or are you refusing it? I don't want to be worried or have another falling out. I'll accept your terms. There you go. This is the power of the something or other section. Well, at least you got the first S correctly. The first S and the third S is the S in the middle that you forgot. For the time being, allow me to thank you for safely bringing my daughter home. However, not a word of this incident is to escape your lips to anyone. Am I understood? Yes, your majesty. Our lips are sealed, so you can rest easy. Fine then. No reward, no nothing? We're leaving. You don't need to command me. Ellie, everyone, until we meet again. Can't thank you all enough for what you've done. Feel free to drop by in the house whenever you like. We'll welcome you. Yeah! Free breakfast. The two of them bow deeply. There we go. The alternative timeline of one person bowing deeply, well, now it's two. I guess that settles that. Even if that took forever, I'm glad we helped them out. Well, we got turbo mode. Judging by their conversation, I think we will work things out. What a relief. Hope you're right. I pray they'll be able to work out their differences. This really was the best possible timeline. We should get going. There's still some requests we can finish up today. Good point. Shall we get to it? Yeah, there we go. Now that felt right. There we go. That changed my panic boner into a legitimately satisfying good boner. Happy boner. Gosh. I'm gonna have to stop making jokes like that as soon as I start working. Alright, I should probably stop now. There we go. Minasan! Alright. Yeah. Huzzah, baby. Alright, we might actually have to stop here. Because we saw what the mission was for the other dude, right? And the mission was very much like, go and travel to all of these other places, and it'll take a while, and, you know, it's not gonna be a fast thing of just go buy the flowers and go back, right? We're gonna have to go to all of these different locations to get them, so that's just gonna have to be something that we're gonna have to do later. So, thank you very much. Oh, look at the gameplay time. 69 hours and 49 minutes. Look at that. Look at how big of a difference it is when you're not fooling around, messing around, and talking and all that stuff. I mean, I did fast forward, right? But still, big difference, right? Technically, we got 70 hours, but now with this new save, we're not even at 70. We're just narrowly behind that. But yeah, great game. Every time I come back and play this game, I am very firmly reminded of why I love The Legend of Heroes so much. The characters and the writing and all the interactions and stuff. No wonder I spent so much time. No wonder I got 70 hours of gameplay time. It's just really satisfying and fun to be in this world. It feels very lived in, you know? All of the NPCs talking and stuff like that. And it was really comfortable. I was comfortable today. I'm here surviving the heat wave. It really wasn't that bad. When the sun went down and, you know, there was no sun, it actually started to get a little colder, which is good. Now, I'm hungry. I did not do a stream yesterday. I was actually supposed to stream, frickin' Crossbell yesterday, but I didn't. Because my family, my mom came over to visit me because she's gonna go travel. She's gonna go, my mom, my aunt, you know, like a bunch of family members, they're gonna go and travel somewhere. We're not gonna go because I just got this new job, so I gotta stay. And so she needed to come over here and pick some stuff up before she left. And, you know, just talk and update ourselves on everything. And I think she's gonna need somebody to drive her over to the airport, so I'm gonna have to do it. And so we just talked all that stuff out. And so then afterwards, everybody in the family met up, and we went over to a taco place and we ate dinner, supper, and it was good. We had a nice time as family. And by the time we got back home, it was already, you know, really late. And so we didn't really have any... I didn't have any time to load up a stream or anything. And then my mom stayed the night, so, like, you know, I don't like to be loud and lock myself into my room when I have family here, you know? I like to tend to them and give them time and, you know, spend time with them and stuff. So, yeah, I didn't want to just do them like that, you know? Streaming and YouTube is not my job, you know? the videos and the streams, both of them get about the same amount of viewership, so I was thinking about that. I was like, you know, am I actually like impacting my channel negatively if I like mix streams and videos together? Because people always have these theories about the algorithm. You know, that's a reason for why there's so many people that have multiple separate channels, right? One channel for streaming and one channel for videos, right? One channel for tech talks and shorts and stuff. I like to keep everything in one place. I don't really mind. But I was looking at my analytics and my viewership, and both the streams and the videos, both of them, there's barely any difference. Everything gets about the same amount of views. And so if I do like just anything, like a whatever video, a video gets like 100 and a stream gets like 40 to 50, you know, it's kind of fine. But if it's something particularly appealing to people, like if I do Senran Kagura, immediately that's like 200 views or 300 on a stream. And the cool thing about the Senran Kagura stuff is that it doesn't just stay there, right? Like as time passes, it gets more and more and more and more and more views, right? It's one of those where like people just keep watching them, the Senran Kagura stuff. And then videos again, that also gets pretty, you know, it's pretty much the same. So I'm not really worried. But even then, it's not my job. I don't do this for a living. I got the Patreon, and if I have like, you know, $5,000 a month in the Patreon, then I can do this full time, whatever, right? But you know, it doesn't really matter to me if I miss a day or two, or if I don't stream for like a few weeks or something, because, you know, it's not really my priority right now. Now, of course, because of the Patreon and because of YouTube memberships and stuff, there's actual people that are like, people are putting money for me to make content, so I can't just be like, whatever, right? So I do have to provide at some point, right? And the video essays take a very long time to make, so I can't reliably just be like, just wait until it comes out. Like, no, I gotta offer value somehow, right? And I think the streams are perfect because it benefits me too, because I get to finish all of the games that I want to finish anyway. Yeah, and I get to talk and stuff like that, right? All of my thoughts that just stay in my mind, I can just, you know, put them out there, you know, without them just stewing in my mind or me grumbling to myself in my room with nobody hearing me. Yeah. There's a stream that I was actually meaning to do, and that's an Xbox Game Pass stream. So I've been actually playing on my phone. You guys saw that I have my controller with the phone clamp that goes in here, right? I put my phone in there. I've actually been playing with the Xbox Game Pass app at night before going to bed. And I've been playing a lot of games, just streaming them out of the cloud. And it's been surprisingly solid. I've always been very negative when it comes to cloud streaming. I've always assumed that it's not very good. Google Stadia is the closest thing that I've ever gotten to like cloud gaming and stuff like that. And that's okay, you know? It has its moments where like it gets grainy and, you know, it's not super responsive. And right now with Google, it's pretty much just running on fumes. Nobody really cares about, you know, Google Stadia right now. The only good thing about Stadia is the controller that they give you. It's a really good controller. I like it. But then there's stuff like Amazon Luna that I haven't tried out yet. And then PlayStation Now I've tried on PC, and it works really well. I actually really like PlayStation Now. But then again, most of the games that are there, they appeal to me, right? So, yeah. And you can play it on your computer as well, and that's cool. But I think the absolute best, like, streaming service that I've engaged with so far, I think, yeah, it's Xbox Game Pass. It's affordable, and it has a ton of games and all the current stuff. And I played it with that little controller, streaming it out of the cloud to my phone, and it's pretty damn responsive. Like, it works shockingly well. And that's supposed to be like a beta, you know? And so I was thinking that maybe at some point, one of these days, well, maybe not soon, actually, that might be a ways off, but I might actually do a live stream where I do that, where I just play a ton of games over the cloud and stuff, you know? You can download games, you know? If you want to download stuff, you got it. You know, I downloaded Forager, I downloaded, what's this one, like, Paper Mario game? Freaking, like, Bug Fables. Yeah, I got that one. There's a couple of games that I've actually downloaded. Torchlight 3 I've downloaded that I can play natively on my PC. But now that I've actually tried it out, I might not even, you know, mind just playing stuff streamed. Now, of course, not everything is streamed. Some stuff you do have to download. And even then, you can use your phone to like download something remotely. Like, you know, you can, on your phone, you can set it so that your computer starts downloading stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, maybe one day I can just do an Xbox stream where I can play like Dragon Quest XI and some of the Yakuza games and Gears of War and Halo and stuff. And it works pretty good. Dragon Ball FighterZ works perfectly via cloud streaming. It does depend. There are some, like Dragon Quest XI, it's only 30 FPS. It's Dragon Quest XI S, first of all. But yeah, it's only 30 frames. It's not 60. It's 30 frames, and there is definitely a delay there. But I don't really mind the delay, because it's a turn-based RPG. So, if most of the game is just going through menus, then it doesn't matter how slow it is, right? But if you're playing like a first-person shooter like Halo or something, then that is gonna matter, but I haven't really tried it out yet. But yeah, I could do that, and I think that'd be fun. I think my free trial subscription already ran out. I'm pretty sure I'm already paying for it, but I'm kind of okay with that, because like, it's been pretty good. I've been pretty happy with it. You know, there's a lot of games that I've been meaning to try out, but I'm always like, I'll wait for a Steam sale, or you know, I don't want to put the money to like buy it and then play it, and then like I don't beat it or complete it or anything like that, right? I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. And with Game Pass is perfect, right? At the very least, you can try out all of those games as if they're like demos or something, right? Now, Game Pass does have the Netflix problem, where like after a certain amount of time, there are games that just go away, you know? In fact, yeah, Yakuza 0, Yakuza 1, Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2, those 3 games, they're gone from Game Pass. But like a month ago, they were still there. And I think that shit is like, you know, if you want to play all of the Yakuza games in order, you know, from the 0 all the way to 7, well, now you can't anymore because this arbitrary time limit removed those few games. And so now you have to start with Yakuza 3, right? And so that's just irritating. So now I actually have to go and buy Yakuza 0, which you should. It's a great game, but still, right? If your whole plan is that, you know, I have a kid and I don't want to buy him like a fucking $500 Xbox or even a $600 Xbox, depending on like the memory or if it's like a Series X or whatever. I don't want to spend a ton of money on a console. And besides, my kid spends like 99% of his time on his fucking phone or on his iPad or something like that. So how about I just buy him, I spend like $30 on one of those like third-party controllers. This one was, I think, 40? I think this one was $40, yeah. So spend what, like $50 maximum on getting this controller and then getting the phone clamp so that it can go in here. And there we go. He can play all of his Xbox games, all of his Fortnites, all of his Halos or whatever, there, on that little phone. You want to play the Star Wars game? There it is, you know? And I pay the subscription, and I never have to worry about it ever again. Sure, eventually I will be paying the equivalent of $500, right? But still, you don't want to have the big bulky box, or, you know. It's more money that you spend because you have to spend on the console and then spend on the game, and so yeah, whatever, you know? Or like on the iPad you can do that, or on the computer, you know? And then like new games keep, you know, rotating in and out, so it's a pretty good thing. And sometimes you don't even have to download the games, right? You can just play them through the cloud. I played the entirety of Gears of War 2 and 3 through the cloud, yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Game Pass kind of turned me into a believer, you know? I was like, no, the future is not cloud gaming. But that was me looking at Stadia, looking at Amazon Luna, looking at PlayStation Now, and I'm like, yeah, you know, it could be an option, you know? It's certainly something that I would not rule out. I feel like it would be like VR in the sense that it's just a different avenue. It's just a different way to play, and it's not gonna be the way that people play. But like, I don't know, man. Fast forward 20 years from now, right? Like, what is the gaming space gonna look like by then? Reen UEF, or yeah, hello. How's it going? Sorry that you're catching me just talking. The stream is over. We are doing the post-stream discussion, but we were playing The Legend of Heroes, Trails, freaking Trails from Zero. Yeah. And it's been a good time. Look at my gameplay time. I have 70 hours into this goddamn game. We've been playing for 3.5 hours. And right now I'm just kind of giving it a rest. Feel free to follow. I am going to be playing this game again pretty soon. Not tomorrow, though. I think the day after. Because we have some Senran Kagura action to get into tomorrow. There's a Queen's Blade collaboration. And so the Queen's Blade collab is getting re-rolled. Like, they're bringing it back again. There's nothing new actually happening. But when that happened, I never did a gacha pull for that. I think at the time I was totally like, I swore off at the game. And now that I'm back playing it, and now that I have 150 Nintama, we can probably do a gacha pull and see if I can get at least one character, because you know my luck. My luck can either be really good or really bad, you know? And so, yeah, I'm ready for that tomorrow. But on Monday, after that, we can probably get away with some trails from Zero. But yeah, don't let me just talk here, you know, dissuade you from following or whatever, because I am gonna keep playing. I am gonna continue on playing more Legend of Heroes. Is that a Reen profile picture? Yeah, it is Reen. Yeah, I can't see the other person. Somebody with red hair. I don't know. But yeah, good to see you. Thank you for coming. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, like, you know, for cloud streaming games and stuff, you never know, right? Like 20 years from now, we could have like a future, the future that Google was talking about, right? Is like the future is not a box, where everything is just a cloud streaming service. Everything already is a streaming service, right? Even when you buy like the Taiko Drum Master game that's coming out soon for Nintendo Switch, the one that showed up on the Nintendo Direct not long ago, it said you can buy the base game and get like 70-something songs, or you can also get into the subscription service that unlocks like 500 different songs if you're really, you know, into playing this game forever, right? That's how it be. And then like Rocksmith is not really a game anymore. It's more like a service now, where you pay the subscription and you get like guitar lessons and stuff like that. So either way, it's just paying more money monthly. You know, eventually all of your entertainment subscription services are going to surpass the bills that you pay, because goddamn, you know. But I've always been very aware, you know, about like how much I'm spending on subscription services, and for me it's not a lot. And sometimes if I can do yearly, sometimes I'll do yearly. Like I think PlayStation Now I have yearly. Plus, I mean PlayStation Plus I pay yearly. So I don't really have to worry about it for the most part. And then Crunchyroll, I think you have no choice but to pay for it yearly now. I remember it used to be monthly, but I got charged like a ton of money on Crunchyroll. And I'm like, what? What the hell happened? And turns out they just charged me for a whole last year of Crunchyroll. So yeah. But yeah. It's interesting to see how even downloading games, right, is a part of the service. It's not just streaming stuff. But it does worry me when it comes to like ownership of games and modding and stuff like that, right? I feel like there are still going to be consoles that, you know, that are going to survive long into the future, but I feel like our options are going to be wider. Xbox kind of has like a cool business model in terms of like, okay, let's just take everybody that's cool and we'll just buy them and it's ours, right? Because that's kind of admitting that they don't really have anything good for themselves, so they just take other third parties and they make them a part of the family, right? But that's cool because then their other services benefit from that, right? Like Xbox Game Pass, you don't need to buy an Xbox, you just pay the subscription service, have a PC. Even a crappy PC, right? You don't even need like a PC that runs games very well. You can just stream them out of the cloud and it'll be fine, right? And then, you know, for the hardcore people, you know, for the more enthusiast person, they can just buy a console. I mean, obviously, it'll always be best to just play a game natively on the console, you know, with no DRM or any limits or internet connection or anything like that. But who knows? There have been so many moments in life where people sacrifice, you know, doing something in favor of convenience and doing something fast and them not having to move, you know? Them not having to get up from their couches to do stuff, so... Why wouldn't you want to just, like, pull out your phone and immediately start playing Halo on it, right? Instead of having to go to the store, buy a console, set it all up, you know? And then spend more money, spending like $70 on Halo, right? So yeah. It's weird. It's weird. It definitely speaks a lot to what these companies want the future to be. You can see a lot of good things about it and a lot of bad things about it too. But I just don't know. I just don't know what the future's gonna look like. At the end of the day, I feel like the people, the community are gonna stay on top because there's always like emulation and stuff like that. And if you really legitimately want to own your games for real without any limitations, I think the best part is for you to buy a physical copy of whatever game you want to preserve and then shove it on your computer and dump the ISO file onto it. Or, you know, if you have cartridges and you have like a hacked Nintendo Switch or a hacked PlayStation Vita, you know, do all of the wizard magic that you gotta do to dump your Switch games, dump your Vita games, dump your PSP stuff and all that. There's a way to do it. But yeah. Because only by having them in your hard drive as an ISO or as a ROM or whatever, preserving your BIOS files, like the ones that I have from a PS2 on my computer, yeah, I think that's the only true way that you can really take ownership of your games, you know, is if you just transfer them over to be playable on an emulator, because then the consoles get old, the consoles have their limits, you know, and the consoles themselves have DRM that don't allow you to play it in a certain way, or you gotta run an update first or something. Yeah, it's weird. But anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for coming. It really frustrates me that I'm gonna end the stream because I really do have to go. But this is exactly the time where, like, I'm seeing the viewer count go up, and people are like showing up, and it makes me feel like I need to stream for longer because I want to delight those new people that are coming in, as opposed to, you know, the other 3.5 hours that I was playing the game and nobody was here. But hey, whatever. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no worries, man. It's always good to hear people talking and stuff, you know? It's a good time. It feels less lonely that way. But alright, take care, everybody. Stay safe. I'm probably gonna get Panda Express tomorrow. Yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.